Readily relay. That was Nagy. He did that.
Yeah, nags. Listen, we are live now, guys. I just went ahead and went live. So.
See, it still says you're offline.
Yeah, give it time. Let it catch up.
No,
I live in the boondocks.
But you hit the live button, and I want to go live with you when you're going live. I want to be a part of this broadcast.
Ironically, you are.
Type first in chat.
Yeah.
You went live too late, Contos.
I went live too
Everyone was
late.
legally allowed to leave already.
That's true. Yep. Because I am only a mister. I am not a doctor or a master. So, I am a failure.
How is that?
What's that?
You Asian now?
Anyone who doesn't have a doctorate is a failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that's how that works?
So, 99.7% of the entire population of the world is a failure?
Yeah.
More like 99.9, but yeah.
I'm a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Rip, dude.
What's that? Where's that at? I can do it. I did it. Oh crap! I didn't do it. Now I did it.
Is that including like non-medical doctors?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the doctorate. Because medical doctors only go to school for 4 years, so they don't count.
Honestly, I can accept that.
Oh, one of
Doctors
my coworkers is getting her master's right now, and she wrote 4. Oh my gosh, guys! She wrote 4 papers in the last week, and like 50 to 60 pages of like academic papers in the last week and a half. So
Someone's got to write all that stuff on PubMed.
I know, right? I mean, it's not medical; it's like education. So
someone's got to
PubEd.
write all that stuff on PubEd.
You know, unfortunately, PubEd just ends up getting righted as pubed. So, good start to the session. All right, who wants to give us a rundown of what happened?
Everybody got correct laid.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
The joint effort.
It's basically half the session.
If anything else happened, that was secondary to getting correct laid.
Yep. That was the goal of the whole campaign. We can call the campaign over now.
Call it quits. All right, well, I'll start planning the next one.
Hook, please.
Next plot hook.
I'm going to play the exact same character. I suggest we all do the same.
Yeah.
I'm going to play the exact same character, but his entire person is inverted. So it's left Thelaphora versus right Thelaphora.
I gotcha. So he's dumb, super hygienic.
Now, just his features,
understands.
Right? Everything's exactly the same, except for that it looks like he's left Thelaphora, as opposed to right Thelaphora.
I'm not even sure I know 100% what that means.
Have you guys ever done the self-portrait where you digitally synced on your camera straight to the image, and then you take the output image and you take a line down the middle, and you take your right half and your left half, and you just invert them so that you have two lefts. So, like, you copy your left half, then you transpose it so it looks like your right half, and then you just mirror it.
Nope.
I've done that. The
You
human
should try
face is not symmetrical.
Yep.
Works for me. What's up, Tank Boy? Welcome, welcome. We are just getting started. We're doing our general before session starts bullcrapping. So we were discussing previous sessions. So it's been great. You've missed nothing.
We have achieved everything.
We have achieved our goals. All right, call it there. Stream over. We're good.
Why is P-Stabs in the Huntman's Lodge? And why is J-Dog muted?
I don't know, but P-Stabs
I
can't
l-
jump in here on her own, so we have to pull her in.
I literally muted 2 seconds before you said that.
I was waiting for it. I was like, what
You
can I
could-
call J-Dog out on? And then I waited.
That's funny.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, hello.
Have I missed much?
Yeah, you missed so much.
Did I die already?
Twice. They brought you
Okay,
back,
good.
and then you died again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now
Do I
you are
have
an
any
undead.
new arrow holes?
Yeah, you've got plenty.
Oh.
But the
nice,
big
nice. Okay, perfect,
big
perfect.
thing is you lost half of your hair.
Oh my God. This is.
Yep.
Okay. I blame.
But
I'm
it's like
blaming,
it's a half like in the middle,
it's-
so it's like a horseshoe.
Oh, like so it's not like a reverse mohawk because I like those.
A reverse mohawk. No, it's more like a
Oh.
horseshoe.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why hats were invented and magical hair weaves. I'm sure I'll find one. And can
That's
we go to
fair.
a town so I can get new hair?
That's fair. You did get new hair.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Remember?
No.
You don't?
No.
When you're in Althalos, you went to somebody and they fixed your hair.
Oh, well, yeah. That wasn't new. They just combed it and made it look nice and stuff. I still had to grow my bangs back out.
No. Okay, I must not have been clear. They fixed it.
Oh. Magical hair? Nice.
Yeah.
So I still have... Well, then
They
it'll
grew
just
your
grow
hair
back
back.
because it's magical.
They can
Oh, no.
no longer have children.
Neither can I, but, Actually, I don't know if Ames can.
I don't know. We
Might
have
be
to
able to.
determine the level of radiation that she has experienced in transferring between
from-
worlds.
Worlds, yeah. We don't know yet, right?
Spoiler.
Haven't been enough studies done
Yeah.
on that yet. So
So actually, for
Teleportation.
reals, did I actually miss anything? I'm sorry I'm late.
absolutely not. We have done
Alright, good.
jack
You've done
all
jack shit? Perfect.
in
I
7
literally
minutes.
was like, hey, I can do this dungeon with you guys. I have an hour between anime and D&D tonight, so I can pop in and do this dungeon. Dungeon took a little bit longer than expected, even though I'm high level tank. Some of the DPS wasn't quite good.
Yeah.
But it took a little, but we got it done.
Dope.
Good.
Don't worry. We'll carry on
Totally
Ames'
okay.
legacy.
We'll remember her.
Nice.
So, yeah, we
So
were just.
I'm now going to roll a character then that doesn't speak and only uses hand gestures. And unfortunately, you guys don't have the cams on, so
Well, that just means you'll have
Maybe
to
rough.
describe the hand gestures.
Oh, okay. She just puts her middle finger up like a lot.
That's fair. That's fair. I can appreciate that. Hey, what do you think, Not Ames? Nah. It's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. We left off in Ashton. Shortly. No, actually, we left off a little past Ashton because we had taken the turn north. As the caravan started to wind its way out west, you guys broke off and continued north up to Lakeshore. We are 2 days away from Lakeshore, and Lady Alora has decided to accompany you guys.
Wow.
So what are you guys doing?
Sending a thing to Discord right now to tell people to come here.
Gotcha.
Did we arrived in Lakeshore?
No, you have not. You're just
No.
separating from...
We're just now separating.
Yeah, you
Okay.
got 2 days before you get to Lakeshore.
Now we gotta find a sub caravan that goes from here to Lakeshore.
We're gonna
Where-
wait right here.
Is she in a she's in a carriage, right? Is she gonna come with us and bring this carriage? Like,
Yeah.
is there roads and stuff that go north? Like,
Yeah, there are.
okay.
They're not well maintained because not a lot of people travel up to Lakeshore, and most business done with Lakeshore is done via boat.
Well,
Though even
so,
that's not super common.
So Amelia's a little bit concerned, I guess, and she'd like to have a talk with some people in her group. Over food. Are we eating? Can we eat?
Sounds good.
Aim says I'm hungry. I'm hungry. We
Somebody
need to eat.
made beans.
That's
Oh.
natural.
I'm Kurak.
Oh, hello, Kurok. When did you get a sense of humor? It's all of that sexy fun time that you've been having lately, isn't it?
That's also natural.
That's an unfortunate side effect of becoming a dad.
Wait, Kurok's the father? When are we getting baby turtles? Wait,
Surprise.
turtles. Baby
Surprise!
turtles. Will you carry them on your shell? Like, do you put them in your pocket? Like, how do turtles carry around turtles?
Like
Time
turtles.
to buy milk.
Do you really think it's healthy for baby turtles to have cannons?
Yes.
Yes.
And Amelia
Absolutely.
raises her eyebrow at Kurok across her plate of beans. Oh, I'm in character, by the way. I don't.
Can
Are
Lady
you actually
Laura
having?
hear
You're
us
actually
right now?
having babies?
I thought you guys had tried to separate yourselves because I understood Ames was trying to have a conversation with the party, but not Lady Laura.
That's true. So then he said something
Okay.
about whatever. So yeah, I'd like to have a conversation with somebody. So if we can just set this up, whatever it is. So we're eating beans somewhere. Who's with me? Aska's with me.
Should be
Jelly
everyone.
beans.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. I was gonna say. If you ask, then yeah, let's do it.
All right. So Lady Alora's in her carriage, right?
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Guys, are we sure we should be should she bring that big carriage? Or should she not travel light like us if she wants to be inconspicuous? I get the feeling that she wants to be inconspicuous.
You tell a nobleman to abandon their carriage?
Noble lady. I might, yeah. I'm just asking. I mean, it seems to me that from some of the things that, have been going around, the rumors or truth and some of the things that she said to me, that perhaps she would like to remain a little inconspicuous. And given the fact that, we had that unfortunate incident, and then Amelia, stops and takes a breath and, holds her hand over where the arrow holes would have been, but they're healed now, right? And so she puts her hand there and she's like,
It's easier to protect someone inside of a carriage because, they're not out in the open. Additionally, I'm not sure what her level of fitness is, but mammals tend to struggle if they haven't trained in it.
Would the carriage not bring extra attention? Like, maybe we could, I don't know, make the carriage a little less conspicuous, like move her to a wagon or something?
Now, for clarity's sake, the carriage does not appear to be a super expensive carriage. It's not like a
but it still looks
full-blown...
like a carriage, though.
Yes, that is correct.
Like, and her guards look like guards, right? Like, they're not like...
She has one soldier, yes.
One soldier. I just think that they should be better disguised, because we had that trouble with the bandits earlier, and we still have a ways to go, I believe. I think. We have a ways to go, don't we? We have to go north still.
2 days.
2 days. I don't know.
What's your plan after we finish our patrol?
There's something that's making me uneasy about her being with us. Not that she shouldn't be with us, but I just feel that she's conspicuous is all.
I mean, she probably is, but so are we.
Okay.
We're just sitting in the
Question,
ground.
though. What is her plan after we finish our patrol?
Are you asking her?
I'm asking the group.
Oh, okay.
Probably
What is it?
live with Kurak for another 5 years, so. How long do you live?
Who knows? We'll have to wait and find out.
That's a good answer. Are you sure it's not going to be the other way around? Crack living in the lap of luxury?
Who knows? We'll have to wait and find out.
That's a good answer too.
Keep your options open.
Adaptable. I like it.
Oh,
Well, I have an idea to make the carriage less conspicuous for you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get a handful of dirt and throw it at the carriage.
I mean, that might be is all it takes, and maybe put her guard in some. I don't know. Maybe dirty him up too.
One step at a time. I'm just gonna toss the dirt as hard as I can. Like I'm hoping it's just a handful of mud.
It's
covered
not
in
rained
dirt, and
recently. You guys are in summertime still.
I'm
Okay.
covered in dirt, and I've never felt more disguise. What will this do for the carriage?
I mean, Ames thinks that it looks conspicuous,
Yeah,
like,
I
as
think
if rich people own it.
Yeah,
I don't know if
think
I'd
it
agree
needs to
with
be-
that, but
I don't know. It just feels like we got attacked before, and they said it was her, right? I think that's what you guys were saying. Maybe I don't remember. Things are a little blurry that day for me. Still,
I thought we got
I
attacked
think
because we were a
asleep.
merchant caravan.
I don't know. I thought
They did say specifically that they were looking for a princess.
see, and obviously she's in the carriage, so she's the princess. Wait, what if I'm the princess?
Yeah. You can believe, Ames. You are the princess.
well, didn't they say they were gonna kidnap the princess?
Well,
Because if I remember right,
I don't want to be kidnapped.
yeah,
That's
and you wouldn't have
unfortunate.
been because you almost died.
No,
It
I
seemed
killed
like
myself.
they just tried
I
to
didn't
kill
almost
you
die this time. This was
instead
fine.
of kidnap you.
Yeah, it would seem that they would just they should probably just want to kill me. I don't think kidnapping me would not be a thing. There's no ransom.
I'm.
And
There's no
Amelia
what?
claps her hand over her mouth really quickly, partway through that word, and then
Wait, what?
huh?
You were saying something that
Oh, I'm sure that they were trying to
Seems-
capture the princess, right? So that would be her. And Amelia points towards the carriage. They're your lady friend, right? Like, I mean, so clearly they're after her, and I would prefer to not have to like kill another 6 bandits in one hit.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
And Ames
It
looks
Sounds
a little
like you had
smug.
a real tough time.
Is there a bounty on Ames? We're not gonna just breeze past that, are we?
Wait,
Yeah,
No.
no,
Huh?
yeah, no.
no, there's no bounty on me. No,
I thought you already owed the government money.
I
He
paid
said
all
it's
that
a
back.
ransom, not a bounty.
I paid all that stuff back. I like right when we were. I was fined 50 gold for not reporting the murder, and the break-in and enter, and yeah, I paid 42 gold up front, and then I
Mhm.
paid another, and then there was another 8 to be paid, right? But then we joined the pit fighters, and the pit fighters covered my fine for me. So
That was nice of them.
yeah, when I go
That's
back,
over
I am
here.
gonna ask them if they'll refund the 42 gold. But that I had to pay initially, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I don't owe any money. No, there's no ransom or anything for me. No,
We're gonna
I
get
don't
to
know
the
why you
bottom
guys
of
would
this.
think that.
Give me your diaries.
Okay, well, okay.
That's
here's
true.
This little bit here, and Amy's hands over one of the books.
Give me the one where you wrote about before you got here.
Oh, see, they're not in chronological order. So, like, if you look here, and she flips open a book and points to an entry, one of the entries where, and she says, it says right here, there are other people with this buff. Oh no, hold on. This is all about us. Just a second. Yeah. So right here. So Karen Ellis is really pretty. I'm not sure where I am. This place doesn't look familiar. After the orcs died, see this right here is my time before, right? So where the orcs died, the orcs where Darius died. Do you guys know who Darius was? Well, Darius died, and I don't remember anything. The city is huge. It's definitely not my hometown.
Are you telling me that when you write in a journal, you just open it up to a random page and begin writing
Yes, absolutely.
every time?
Yeah. And as you flip through the book, you notice there's some blank pages, right? Like flip and look, and Amelia like shows you some blank pages that are like randomly in the middle of her book. I don't have time when inspiration hits me, right, to just look for things. So I just think, look right here, look, there's part of a song right here on this page, and she licks her finger and flips through some more pages. Says, look, lost and far away, far from home, away to roam.
Amelia?
And then I put, look, better for the lute. This one's not good on my flute. Yes, sorry?
So I just wanted to clarify, because I think I heard you wrong, that you said you don't have time to do things the short way. So you do them the long and complicated hard way.
No, I didn't say that at all. I just open a page to my book and I write in my book. What's your problem with that?
It's the long way.
How about you don't tell
I've
me
been
how to do my
Ace's
bard work?
Pit fighting
Okay.
partner for I don't know how long.
Yep.
This is the craziest way to write notes I've ever heard. This is the craziest thing anyone's ever said to me.
These are my journals. I'm allowed to keep them any way I want. And honestly, she grabs it
so
from your
weird.
hand. She grabs it from his hand and says, and shoves it back in her little pouch and says, honestly, I don't think you should be allowed to see them anymore. I don't think I want to touch your ears right now. And she turns and storms away.
But you gave your word.
It's true.
I can't hear you.
Actually, your ears appear to be functioning fine.
Ames is legitimately like
Doctor.
walking away, not looking back. She's just walking.
Well, we'll have to follow up on that eventually.
Hey, Telephora, while
Uh-huh.
we were in the city, I saw some of the magic dudes that were doing the magical, like, student stuff. They had this, like, invisible table that, like, followed them around and they could put stuff on it. Can you do that?
Nope. I am purely a med student.
Okay.
Can you? Nope. I cannot.
I could probably turn a cadaver into a table. But that's gonna get us arrested again.
Not unless you make him invisible. So,
That's
could you
true.
make him a moving walking table, but make him invisible so I could sit on top of him and meditate while we are traveling?
magic tends to lose its efficacy on living creatures once they lose their life force. At
Gotcha.
least the magic I know.
Oh gosh.
My master theorized that magic was carried through the bloodstream. And once your heart stops beating, that's it. You're not invisible anymore.
Is that why Zook kept squirting blood on people so that he could move his magic from himself to them?
Oh, that's a good hypothesis. I'm gonna write that down.
Make sure you just open your book to any random page.
Yeah. The first blank page you see.
I'm not gonna write it down at all. I'll remember it. But Thelaphora says he's gonna write it down, but he's not gonna make any action to do anything.
You guys, I know you guys joke, but that's how I kept a journal when I was younger.
Oh my god.
That's also how I write things in my journal too. So don't worry about it.
Like,
That is the most sociopathic method I have ever heard of in my life.
why?
It really.
Just like I don't know, man. Like my
I do it at work
English.
too with my notes, with work
Oh
notes.
gosh, my English
I just
teacher
find
brain
page.
is like, oh no, why do that to your? Don't do that.
Well, 'cause most of the
It's
time,
not-
like most of the time, if I'm like at work, I do it at work if I'm working on a project, because I think of it in terms of my book won't necessarily have dividers in it, right? So it's just like a 3-ring binder or not a binder, but like a notebook. essentially, ruled paper. And so I'll like open it up. And then that'll be like 10 or 15 pages that I might need to make some notes on for that project. Well, I don't want to put the next project right after it, so I go a little further in the book. Then there ends up being a bunch of sticky notes all down the side to like mark where each part begins.
Oh my gosh.
It keeps me. I don't like it when it's like, because I have to go back and forth between projects, so I do actually jump around my books a lot.
See,
But it helps
that
me- it
makes
helps me
way
find
more
things.
sense than what you were suggesting.
I know. Well, but it's Ames though. She's a little bit weird. So I
Lily
take
is not doing it the logical way.
no. You don't know that it's logical. It's logical in her brain. It helps her find things.
No,
But
no.
yeah, I just took something from my actual life and made it a little twist on it.
Yeah, wonderful. Oh, all right. Well, that was enlightening. That was enlightening.
So I have journals at work that I use for training, and I do not move like in sections. I start exactly where the previous one left off, whether or not it's pertaining to the subject matter.
See, and I couldn't follow that if I was trying to learn from a manual like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I use it for teaching. I don't hand it to people and have them try to read it because like you said, I recognize that
Yeah.
that would make them run away screaming.
I've actually
It just-
never been able to take notes in my entire life.
Oh.
And actually like have them be helpful for remembering things.
If I don't write it down with my physical hand, so not typing, if I don't write it, I won't remember it. The act of transcribing it is what makes me remember.
I really hope
So
my
it-
students are listening because I talked to them about that specifically.
Well, it really
With
depends on a
notes.
person's learning style, though, right? And what they're
So-
good with their memory. So
Well,
for me, I
yes
have to
and no.
physically write it.
So writing it down keeps it in your short-term memory long enough for it to transfer over to your long-term memory.
Yep.
So any kind of mnemonic device that helps you do that is good and will work, but in general, writing it down is the one that most people use and is commonplace.
Yeah, but I'm not good with the whole mnemonic device thing, right? Where you like say a little jingle to remember something. That part is not good for me because it's too verbal.
Well, it doesn't even have to be that. It's a mnemonic device is literally just associating something unrelated to that item.
That's right. They don't work for me. Nope.
We can go on a really long tangent.
And I'll tell you that they don't. And I'll also tell you I'm well into my 40s, so I know what my learning style is.
There's actually been studies done on learning styles and
Yep.
how they don't work, or people like believe they have a learning style, but that's not
Yeah.
technically their learning
Oh,
style.
I've read those ones too. Yep. Yeah.
What works for people is having a combination approach. So the
Yes.
more types of learning styles they can include into learning, the more likely they are to remember it.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's some that are just stronger than others for me, right? A
I'd
little
say-
bit stronger.
Yeah, that could probably be the case.
Yeah.
Because I know for me, associating a word with a picture helps me to quickly stash things into my short-term memory to be long-term memoried later. And so, like, if I'm like, I have to remember this, that's what I do.
Do you do the Mind Palace method?
That would be if I'm trying to remember something like really long. Like, okay, so writing a speech or something, giving a presentation, and you want to go point by point, then I use that.
Cool.
I imagine
I
this
just
is a
keep
conversation
adding
being
stuff in
held
my-
between Ace and Thelaphora, like at the campfire, and everybody's like, "I thought you were a pit fighter, man."
I have studies outside of the arena.
Apparently.
Sorry for derailing.
Ames is gone, huh?
Yep, Ames left.
Dang. I eat her beans.
She's not too far. She's just away from you guys.
She's wasting food. I'm gonna eat her beans.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, you eat her beans. Congratulations. I don't know, man.
Good
I
for
don't
you,
know what's
man.
happening anymore.
The Xbox achievement noise plays.
Yeah. Bing.
Achievement.
Eat somebody else's beans. I can't help but feel like that's just got like super like innuendo all over that comment.
I mean, maybe if she was a guy.
Yeah, I can think of other ways, so I'm just gonna not acknowledge it and carry on like nothing's happened. All right, you guys have finished having your philosophical discussion about how you remember things. Kurak is dutifully ignoring you. And I have no idea what Eska's doing, whether or not he's watching this like a tennis match or if he's gone.
Ace has gone on these tangents before. I kind of just tend to phase out.
Fair enough.
He's got his mouth slightly open. He's drooling a little bit.
Eska! Eska! Huh? What?
What?
You were talking? Man, I stopped listening like 8 minutes ago.
You're boring.
The tangent started
I don't
3
know,
minutes
tell you.
ago. Yeah, I know. Oh gosh! All right. So what is everybody doing at the moment? What are you guys up to?
Amelia would like to look around her setting where she currently is.
Yeah. Okay.
What time is it?
Can she investigate her surroundings? Yeah. And what time is it?
Well, let's find out. We'll say you guys stop for breakfast, so we'll give you. Let's find out. It's about 10 in the morning. The road is fairly. It's a little bit rough. Obviously, there's not a ton of wheeled traffic, wagon traffic on this road, but there is enough that there's an easily identified road. You are moving out of the plainsier areas into a more forested region as you get closer to rivers and the lake itself. You've crossed a couple of streams recently as they are getting closer to filling up the lake as they will. But yeah, there's not much unique to the location where you guys are at.
I say we just watch. We just start walking, and I'll lead and keep watch.
Okay. Okay. What is everybody else doing?
Really quick, just to be sure, we're beginning traveling again. Is that?
That's
Mhm.
what
This
I'm
is after the
understanding.
beans conversation.
This is after the beans conversation.
Okay.
You've counted your beans, and it's time to move on.
All right. So Amelia has
Oh, that was funny.
Amelia has not quite come back to everybody yet, so she's way behind them.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
And Nags,
Perception.
as you are out moving in front of everybody, what are you doing? Like, what specific, like, are you just walking and looking? Are you... Oh, that's good stuff, Ames.
Solid.
What is your...
Walking a bit ahead, like,
Okay.
maybe 30 feet, not that far ahead,
Okay.
but just enough to give everyone else a good
A bit of
couple
space.
seconds of warning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. And what are you using that's not perception to help the party? Because Ames used perception. So everybody else will use something different.
I don't know. We don't look for. I guess nature would be a good idea. Looking for traps,
Okay.
etc. Traps or footsteps or.
So you're looking for traps and footsteps in passage?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be survival.
Survival. Okay. That makes sense.
All right. Why'd you have advantage?
I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
17. Yep.
All right. Everybody else, what are the other three of you doing?
I'm going to be doing the run ahead and run back method. So run ahead for scouting and make sure we don't get ambushed again.
Okay.
And then that's secondarily, it will help me work on my stamina.
Training.
Okay.
Always training.
The training arc.
So athletics seems good.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for natural dangers, poison ivy, earth elementals, and a nature check.
Beautiful. That was very good. Very good.
I'm
J-Dog.
proud.
All of my things have been taken.
You just lag behind like me and be oblivious to
Um,
everything.
Gosh, I think that would actually. Now that I think about it, I think Kurak would basically be playing mom. Like we've got Ace who's running out of sight and then coming back, and so he's keeping tabs on him. He knows that Ames is behind. Maybe he can or can't see her. I don't know how far behind she is, but he's basically just trying to keep tabs because we're much more spread out currently.
Okay.
Animal handling it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Animal handling.
Animal wrangling, yep.
Wondrous.
I don't know what that would actually be.
It'd be a charisma-based something or other.
Perfect.
I mean, I have animal handling. Like, there's a skill for that. Why
Yeah.
can't you just roll that?
Because he's not actually handling animals.
Well,
People.
Maybe how
are
about
people animals?
what do you think persuasion? Because I mean, if I noticed that Ace was taking too long or something, the next time you come back and be like, "Hey, you need to make sure you keep those routes short." You know, like I'm trying to keep people in check.
Okay. Yeah, persuasion I think would be good for that.
Guild
Ooh.
leader, correct.
Then didn't you guys vote for Correct to be your guild leader?
Yeah, he is our
Yeah.
guild leader.
That's what
With
I
a
said.
vote, with
Guild
a, with
leader,
a vote of
correct.
exactly one.
That's
I know.
true.
We had a vote of
But
exactly
no
one.
opposed,
I voted.
so
Someone
Oh, did we? Did we all actually vote?
yeah.
We didn't vote.
to be
We
fair, I
assigned
think
him. There was at
two
least
people
two of us that
declared.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no vote. It was.
But
just,
there was no
"All right, this
there
is
was no
it."
opposition, so the
Right.
vote went off. You know,
Without a hitch.
yeah.
Yep.
Easy election.
So Kurek ensured he had no competition by making sure Bavok was dead. So
Yep. That is 100%.
Assassination.
yeah, there can only be one Bavok,
To
and
be
it
fair,
shall
you
be
did kill him
me.
at least one of those times, Karak.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, the day passes mostly uneventful. You see a couple of animals pop up, and you see just general wildlife. Nothing particularly threatening, right? A couple of deer, some fox, some bunnies, just general wildlife out and about. But you make good time. And when you set up for camp that night, you feel like should make Lakeshore the next day, assuming nothing. I don't even want to say it.
Untoward happens.
Yeah.
Assuming somebody doesn't cheer in the.
Okay, so you guys are all setting up for camp. Anything in particular that y'all are doing?
Amelia wanders in a little bit behind everybody else, and she's got, I don't know, some branches in her hair a little bit. She's looking a little worse for wear. She's kind of looking around, and she's just got her flute in her hand.
Got into a tussle with a tree?
Well, you see, I tried to have a nap.
A
Then I
nap?
realized you guys didn't stop. So then I had to run to catch up with you guys. So,
Yeah, sorry about that.
yeah, I probably could have told you guys, hey, I'm having a nap, but I didn't feel like it.
I mean, it's hard to speak when you're sleeping.
Well, you guys are made fun of my journal, so I just didn't want to talk to anybody. Anyway, Val, I made these for you.
Yeah?
And Amelia reaches into her little bag, and she pulls out several bandages that have an A very fancily scrolled on them. And I was doing bandages the other day, and I forgot to give these to you.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very
Forgot about
nice.
those.
So
These
Pardon?
will be very useful.
it's 3 more. You can increase. You have 3 uses added to however many uses you would have on your medicine kit,
Sweet.
which
Do you
we've
like
never
the A I
really
put on
determined.
Those.
What's that?
I asked him if he likes the A I put on them.
I do.
I made them myself. In case you can't tell, the A is for Amelia.
Oh.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Oh, right.
And then she just kind of putters around the camp with everybody else.
Anybody else?
I don't think so. Not this time.
Okay.
I'm not going to
Nope.
try to sleep in the carriage.
Oh gosh. That's right. You're. Oh my goodness. You're that guy. I forgot.
He's trying to sleep with other people.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
a
want to
tent,
sleep
right?
with anybody in the carriage. I just want to be a part of the noble group.
Ah, you're done with this rabble.
But we have a tent for me, right? Because Lady Times requires
Didn't you
alone
buy and bring a
time.
tent?
Yeah, I thought there was a tent brought with
Yeah,
it for
then
with
yes, you do.
Eska or something. Okay. So, what's Amelia asks the group? When's my watch?
I don't know if we've organized watches for the night yet.
Okay. Because
Do you have a preference?
well, see, I'm a little tired, and there's a little bit of pain in my shoulder, and then she leans in a little quietly, and she kind of leans over to Thal, and she says, "It would be really great if I could have some something for the pain in my shoulder. It's hurting a little bit."
I hand her a stick.
No, not
Biting down on this.
No. Something like what you gave me before, remember?
That stuff is for extreme amounts of pain. If
But
I'm gonna,
look at my hair. Do you think I would let my hair be like this if I wasn't in pain?
as far as I know, there's no endemic nerves in the hair.
But it clearly shows that I'm in distress, right?
Maybe mental distress?
That's still distress.
I don't treat brain problems. I'm a doctor, not a psychiatrist.
And Amelia just kind of looks at him. There's a little bit of like a little hint of anger in her eyes for a brief moment. And then she blinks and she says, "Well, I'll take first watch, I guess."
That's good.
Okay, what's everybody else's watch rotation?
How many? Let's see. How many watches do we need here?
Well, there's 5 of you, so you can divide it up into 5 if you want, or you can just do 4 2-hour watches and somebody just doesn't have watch.
Anyone have thoughts, preferences?
I like to not take the watch. I just want to sleep the whole night. If that's possible.
For any particular reason other than just wanting sleep, or
Yeah, I just don't want
My
to do
leg
it.
kind of hurts.
your what?
Leg.
Oh gosh.
I cut off this guy's hand earlier, and I think I hurt my leg doing it.
Do you have reactive arthritis?
Yeah, react specifically to cutting off hands. Yeah, you got it.
You got it.
Maybe you should quit.
You
being
are
a pit
so empathetic with other creatures that you just feel their injuries.
fighter.
Yeah.
And you're reliving the horrible trauma that person was subjected to by losing their hand.
But in your
Good
knee.
Lord.
In my leg.
Well, I mean, you're tiny, so yeah.
Your leg's your whole body, isn't it?
We're the same height.
Well, I personally think we should each take a walk. Way everyone is able to definitely get a good night's sleep.
Fine. 5th watch.
That's fair. I mean, I can take second watch. That's fine.
Slot me in wherever.
Yep, just wake me or Telefor up when you're done, and they'll be good to go.
All right, Delafora, I'll wake you up, and then you'll wake Ace up.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Okay.
we have our watch.
Okay. So let's start off with Ames. You're going to give me a perception check or
Okay.
something else if you're doing a different format of watch.
No, I think she's just so she's like looking through her journal and kind of looking around to make sure that things stay quiet and stuff. So she's just really observing, I guess.
Okay. Perception
Right?
will be
So,
perfect.
Perception.
Wondrous. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who was next?
That'd be me.
It's been a quiet night, Kurek. I don't see anything. Haven't heard anything. It's been quiet. I'm gonna lay down.
Okay, sounds great. Fingers crossed it stays that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Kurak
Yeah.
wakes up. Thel.
I fix my rolls because they're all rolling to you directly.
Yep. I don't mind that. I think it's kind of humorous that nobody else knows what you rolled. I mean, it's you, right? So it's assumed that they're great rolls.
I have found some lovely Agrarius bisporus.
So do you have just like nature stuff pulled up on your other screen so you have it? Or do you legitimately just know these scientific names for the F of it?
It depends, right? For the one I just pulled, I pulled it up on the side screen. But some of them I do actually know.
Fair enough. Good to know. Okay, Thel, who do you wake up?
Ace.
Okay.
The helpful
Ace.
place.
Give me a perception check, Ace. Okay. And then I assume you're going to wake up Eska?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Eska, give me a perception check. You can choose for it to be at disadvantage or not.
You just go back to sleep.
That was my thinking, was that I wasn't gonna be taking this watch seriously. I was just gonna be making coffee.
Fair. That's kind of what I was thinking as well, which is why I gave you the
Mhm.
option to choose your own disadvantage. Okay, the night passes uneventfully. You guys have nothing going on.
Uneventfully, I found Agrarius bisporus.
Yeah, nothing important going on. I don't know what that is. I teach English, not science.
That's unfortunate.
Horticulture, like.
Okay? I don't teach that either, J-Dog.
No, I guess I'm just saying, like, not even a normal science teacher would be able to pull that out of thin air.
It's a white button mushroom. one of the most common things we eat.
I don't eat mushrooms.
I like mushrooms.
I do like mushrooms in real life
Mhm.
to eat.
I despise mushrooms in real life.
My brother
Absolutely
ate some
despise
mushrooms the other night.
I like them raw in my salad. I like them fried or cooked with some oil and wine and garlic.
Oh yeah.
That sounds delicious. It honestly
Uh-huh.
does. But
Mhm.
it's
Preach it.
super not my thing. So I can't get over the fact that they taste like
Dirt. Earth.
no. There's a whole other word in there, and I was like, I'm not
Well,
gonna
you know,
say
they
that
can be
word on
washed.
stream.
You can wash them so they
It's not-
don't taste like dirt.
It's not about dirt. It's not the dirt.
It's the butt flavor.
It's the sliminess.
Oh.
I don't like that.
I can see that.
Not a fan of that slime. Mushrooms are nasty sponges. See? T-Rex agrees with me. So does strudelism. They should be deleted.
Like, I don't hate them, but I wouldn't be mad if they were all gone forever either.
That's
Be
fair.
unfortunate. We couldn't have cream of mushroom soup.
What a tragedy that would be.
I know.
Oh, shucks. I'm not sure the last time I had anything that had cream of mushroom soup in it.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't make Sunday roast with cream of mushroom?
Homie,
Anytime you've had pre-made gravy.
I actually haven't had pre-made gravy in quite some time.
So by pre-made gravy, any food dish that has gravy that you are not making the ingredients for.
Yeah. I assume that's
Okay.
what you meant by pre-made.
He lives off of lasagna only, like Garfield.
Yeah, that's why I'm so fat. And I hate Mondays. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, you're not wrong.
How dare you say that about yourself?
Yeah, you're not fat.
Oh, gosh. No.
Can't be fat shaming yourself. Beauty comes in all sizes.
Yeah, I didn't say I was ugly.
I'm gonna buy you the rotund bottle of Dove soap now.
The rotund bottle. Is there a specific bottle that's rotund?
So they did a marketing campaign about beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, and they made a bunch of different shapes
Oh, my
of their
goodness.
body soap, and it ended up dropping sales by like 60%. Right?
Wow.
'Cause,
Wowzers.
you know, who's gonna buy their wife the
Yeah, right? Hey,
The
babe, I love you. I wanted to get you one that matches you.
here's
She's
the
got a-
soap bottle. It's squiggly on top and has a dumper.
Yeah. Soap is thick. Extra thick soap. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I can imagine that would dump sales. Okay. You guys have the day to travel. Are you changing up the way in which you're traveling before you get to Lakeshore?
I don't think so.
I think Kurek would personally try and invite Ames to, I guess, travel more with us today because the separation can create problems.
Okay.
So,
Ames?
You want me to do what?
if you would be so kind as to travel closer to the caravan, I mean, and by closer I mean just with us because we want to keep you safe.
Well, I don't like it. These guys, and she waves her hand around everybody, are very mean sometimes. And I don't appreciate it.
I don't disagree with you. They can be mean, and I'm sorry. I unfortunately can't control them, but I I would like to make sure that everyone here is safe. So
Okay, then.
if you can travel closer, that would be fantastic.
Yes, I will do that.
Thank
Can
you.
I talk to the lady? Can I
Uh,
hang out with her today?
of course. I mean, I'm not her keeper by any means. Like, you can talk to her. That's fine.
So
Can I talk
Amelia
to her
hears
too?
this, and she goes and knocks on the carriage.
Window
She
is
says,
open.
Lady Alora.
Yes.
Lady Alora,
Yes.
can I come and ride with you today? And she leans in. Amelia leans in a little bit, and she says, "Lady thing." And she kind of nods a little bit.
Yeah,
hoping
she'll
the
let you
lady
ride
has
with
heard
her.
Did she say yeah?
Yeah.
All right. And Amelia climbs in the carriage then.
Because I'm absolutely not role playing that conversation with you.
No, she wouldn't. Women wouldn't. They
Yeah.
just exchange knowing looks.
So
I don't think you've ever been in our household.
No.
I've had that conversation with my daughters. I don't need to have that conversation on stream for D&D.
You just say lady time, and then enough said.
Yeah.
Or Shark Week,
Enough
and that's
said.
you don't have to say anything else. There's no other words needed.
Exactly. Agreed. So why do we keep
That's my
adding words?
favorite week on the Discovery Channel.
Right.
Why are we still talking about this?
Oh goodness.
Didn't they have
Can I
Shaq on
join
Shark
them in the
Week?
carriage? I want to talk about the Discovery Channel.
I want to talk about sharks.
Philip was like, learning what?
We're going to talk about animals that I don't know a lot about?
We didn't say anything about
Word
the Discovery Channel.
Up. Oh, man. Yep. On the road to
would
greatness.
Spend all day talking about Phylum Chordata.
Oh, I hate that I have to like Google shiz while I'm playing D&D. You make this worse than it needs to be. Oh. Okay.
Amelia didn't say anything about Shark Week. She only said lady time, and she said it quietly, just so you guys know.
Yes. Yeah, we're aware. Everybody wants to joke. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's got no problem letting you ride with her. What's everybody... Okay. What is the plan as you make your way the rest of the way?
Downtown, walking fast,
Faces past?
and I'm homebound.
You're darn right you are.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, Amelia's going to play some songs for Lady Alora. Quietly on her flute.
Loud enough that anybody outside can hear, or just for her?
Well, just for her, kind of quietly. I think if you're close enough to the carriage, you're definitely going to hear it. But it's not going to go like... There's not going to be big crescendos or anything. She's not trying to project out. She's trying to keep it quiet. Because, again, Amelia doesn't want to draw too much attention to herself. So, like, she's not yelling. She's trying to be quiet.
Okay, I like it.
And in case anybody hadn't noticed, Amelia's not quite feeling like herself. She's saying things, right? But she's not feeling herself. And I hope that people are seeing that she's not herself.
I think Eska and Ace are the only ones who might notice. I don't think Kurak and Thelaphora have the social acuity to
Yeah,
pick up on that.
They've known her longer, though, right?
Yeah.
you gotta be bleeding though.
Well,
Belle might not notice. I think Kurik might notice.
There is a small chance that Kurek notices, but Kurek also has a lot of his focus elsewhere.
Yeah, he may notice, but not do anything or say anything about it, or like.
Yeah.
he's got a watch to fix. Okay. Okay, so nobody.
Eska did notice, but not anything about how Ames is acting. Just that they both went into the carriage. talk about lady stuff, so I'm gonna go to Correct and talk about man stuff. As an act of defiance.
Maybe then you
Big
can just be
rock.
like, hey, they're talking about lady things.
You
I
know
wanna
that
hear this.
satisfying feeling when you lift up a big rock?
Yeah.
Okay, look,
Hey.
you joke, but I was with my unit in the army, okay? And we drove out to the side of a canyon just because we were near it and we wanted to go see this cool thing. The first thing any person in this group did was find a rock and throw it over the edge. Okay? We were
relate
all
to that.
professional soldiers and they were like, I want to see a rock. And I want to throw it, and I want to see what happens. So, you laugh. Yeah, Ithronal knows what I'm talking about.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I picked it because I knew it would resonate.
Resonate. What the heck is Resonate? What the heck is that, man? You know what? You guys have your guy talk. I'm going to go take a quick bio break.
Yeah, Kirk. Big rocks, shaving, chest hair. You're a reptile. You can relate to one of those. Sorry.
Does Kirk have chest hair?
No shot.
I don't know. Like, you've got the under part of the shell, but underneath that...
Oh, goodness gracious. What is happening? Lively bunch tonight.
Yeah, I ran out of man stuff to talk about. Sorry.
Fair.
Smoking.
My dad left.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to make a catapult so we can launch big rocks.
Yeah.
Then we can have some real fun.
And then we can die earlier on average too. That'll be a lot of fun.
Oh.
Lady Laura. Amelia
Yes?
stops playing for a moment at the end of her song. What is it about Kirk that you really like? Just between us girls. I mean, I don't mean to be off-putting, but like I have. There's a special somebody that I have at home right now. Regis. He's a city guard, and I find that he's very nice. Like he's gentle as opposed to being all rough sometimes. But he appears to be kind of rough because he's a guard, right? But he's really nice. So I'm wondering, what is it, Kirk? Is it because he's quiet?
I think it started as curiosity, but then his kindness and attentiveness, and then his bravery, it seemed to make sense.
Do you think he's brave without the cannon?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I've only seen him run around with the cannon on, you see. I wonder if bravery is something that I look forward to. I wonder if that's why I like Regis, because he's brave. Is he brave if he's a city guard?
I think some of them, yes. But I can't speak to Regis. I've never met him.
Did you know that I didn't know that turtles existed outside of legend until I came here?
On the caravan? I thought you knew
Well, on the
Kurak
caravan.
from before.
Yeah, before I joined, I meant by here, I meant this area, this region, like in the city and stuff. So, yeah, I didn't know, I haven't known him for very long, only a few months. And before that, I had never seen a turtle. I didn't know they existed.
I really hope my headset was muted. I just had to shout at my dog.
Didn't hear you shouting at your dog.
Yeah, we
Sweet.
didn't hear shouting.
Good. Because as soon as I did, you went silent, and I was like, ah, crap. My headset wasn't muted. This is not good.
I probably took a breath
That's fair.
because that does happen.
She tells you that Kurak is the first turtle that I have met.
Really? But you knew they existed, right? You've been here your whole life, correct?
In here
This
by
area, like this world, this not world, this
well,
region. I don't know what this place is called, even.
I didn't.
Outside of
I
our
didn't
city.
grow up in Allthalos or
Mm.
in the Allthalos region, if that's what you were asking.
Well, you said your family's from Westfold, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from Narfell. Technically part Peltark. Have you heard of Narfell before?
I have not.
See, this is what everybody tells me. Everybody tells me, no matter, almost everybody I've ever met tells me they don't know where Narfell is. And I don't know how I got here. And I don't really, other than this is all follows, I don't really know where here is. And sometimes I feel like I might be like losing my mind a little bit. And yeah, and I don't know why I'm telling you all of this, but maybe because you're a girl and I'm a girl and I'm around all these guys all day long, and you know, and I don't know.
That is understandable.
And Ames just kind of like is looking a little bit unnerved in a way. And then she says, "And I've been having some dreams sometimes where there's like undead things all around me all the time. And I just, have you had any experience with the undead?"
Thankfully, no. My upbringing has been more secluded, I imagine, than most. I have read about them. I have studied them in little detail when I was educated through the church. But beyond that, I have not. I do believe in dreams. I believe that dreams can be a guiding factor in our lives. I left Westfold when I did because of dreams.
Oh. I originally left. I was supposed to be a paladin. And I don't think the people that I'm traveling with know this. So if we can keep this between the two of us, that would be great. I was supposed to be a paladin. And before I took my oath, it was supposed to take my oath the next day. And I couldn't. There was something, a small voice. I don't think it was a dream necessarily. There might have been some dreams. I can't remember now. Told me that I should probably not be a paladin and that I should be a bard. And I'd like to think that my music is good. You liked
I
it.
have enjoyed it, yes.
Yeah. And so that my talents would be wasted if I was to be a paladin. And, you know, and what if the god I was following was not the true god? And I had all these questions and it just led to a lot of drama.
What do you mean by true god? There are many gods. There are
what if they
gods
were
of
not
the rivers and gods of the land.
But what if it wasn't they were supposed to be divine and of justice and, you know, and you know, like celestial and things. And what if they weren't like that? And what if it was a trick? And what if they were really evil? And then I would be, you know, serving some god that was evil. And what if they were okay with undead things walking around?
That would be unnerving, to say the least.
Yeah. So I didn't want to take my oath. And so I'm here now. And undead things are real. There was a person named Bavolk. I don't know what his race was called. He looked like a giant boar. I don't know what he was called.
A beastman.
A beastman?
Pharaoh?
Okay.
I believe they were.
Yeah, okay, that sounds about right. That sounds right. He was one of those, and he had hired my patron, my mentor, and she sub-hired me. That's why I'm with these guys. But he had was mind controlled, and then his head exploded, and then he came back as some undead ghost thing that kept asking me for where my song was that I was supposed to write for him, and then he tried to kill us, all of us. And there was a big ship with lots of undead things, and then my friend Zook, he was taken away for blood magic and necromancy and things, and it's just I think I can't follow a god that might be okay with that. And how do you know that your god is not okay with it? What if your god lies to you?
As I understand, gods, as part of their divine order, are not allowed to lie. But I am not a cleric, nor did I train to be a priestess. I had my training from priests and priestesses, but no oaths or anything. I may not be the best one for this conversation.
Okay. Maybe if we can find a priest. Maybe I'll ask them sometime.
In Althalos, there are many, many priests.
Yeah. I just didn't want to, I don't know. I didn't really start thinking about it until recently. And now it's pretty much all I can think of. And then Felfora gave me some mushrooms because my shoulder had arrows in it. And it was the same shoulder that a bed bit me. Mimic bed, I think.
A bed bit you?
On the ghost ship, remember where I said that the Balvok was undead and he came back and asked me, he was like, "Oh, Amelia, where's my song?" And he was using that voice and stuff.
The whole ship was a ghost?
Well, it was a ship that was full of undead things, so I'm calling it a ghost ship. There was probably ghosts on there.
I see. Oh, wow.
I would think. I saw lots of undead things, and I almost died. And I went into a room and I laid down on the bed, and then next thing I know, the bed has chomped my shoulder, and Amelia starts to, while she's telling this, she's starting to undo part of her part of her shirt because she didn't put her breastplate on or her scale mail at the top today because she's sitting in the carriage. So she doesn't have all of her armor on. She only has some of her armor on. Okay. So she starts to move her shirt over to show the scar on her left shoulder where she's got where we know that Aska hit her, but Ames doesn't remember that Aska hit her, right? So she's showing it, and she goes, "See right here, the bed bit me right here, or something did, the mimic anyway, but it was pretty severe." And then recently, when the bandits hit us when we were with you, then you can see right here where I had the arrows go through my shoulder as well. But so yeah, a bed bit me, and I almost died. But since then, it's all I can think about.
Well, I've read many stories of people who come near to death and they have a different understanding. Something of a new zest for life.
Yes. I think that's what it is. But enough of all this heavy talk. Can I play something nice and friendly for you?
Of course.
Okay. And then Amelia starts to play something light and airy. It is a little bit louder than normal, than the other songs she has sang or has performed.
Okay. I like it. Okay. Anybody else? I guess we had guy talk going on.
We finished in all of 3 seconds.
Yeah.
But what was it? You gotta role play it out, boys.
Sounds like guys.
I said chest hair and shaving, and then realized he was a reptile.
And large rocks.
And
large
large
rocks.
rocks, yeah.
I could only relate to one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Karak promised to make a catapult though for fucking large rocks.
Yep.
I know you said huckin', but the way
Yep,
you said
I
it,
know.
It sounded like fucking.
yep.
Yep.
I was like,
You
okay,
did.
I think he means to huckin', but yeah, or chuckin', but yeah, I heard fucking. Yeah.
Oh no, I said.
No, that's what the catapult's for.
Yep. F this rock.
Up to 500 meters. Long distance effing.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. All right, well, guy talk. Good. Glad we had that.
Yep. Crushed
Mhm.
it.
All right. Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to do throughout the day before you move on to Lakeshore?
Nope.
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The trees begin to kind of grow closer and closer. As you get closer to the shore, closer to where Lakeshore is, begin following rivers, you start to notice more and more the trees growing taller, growing closer to the road, and which is why when you finally come to Lakeshore, it's actually quite surprising because you don't see it at much of a distance. You see some cooking fires and whatnot, of course, but everything else is fairly unexpected when you round the corner and see the city before you. It is a small town, small-ish as far as cities and locales in this world is concerned. And let me get all your characters on the board real quick.
This looks familiar.
Huh, I don't know. Have you seen it before?
Maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Um, but yeah, so you should see yourselves coming in there from that western path as you've gotten closer and closer to Althalos. Excuse me, to Lakeshore. And you can see the lake expanding out. It's quite a large lake. You can't see to the other side of the lake. You know there are a few other cities along the edge of this lake, but nothing that you can see from here. There's a single ship in the harbor. It's a one-mast ship. You imagine it's smaller so that it's easier to travel in up and down the rivers between here and Althalos. But yeah, it's not a terribly large town. You do see the keep to the north as you're coming into town, and before you is what you see.
Do we have a specific building that we're going to be sleeping in and everything?
There is a boarding house that you will be staying in.
Is
That's
the
my
boarding
first
house
thought.
one of the numbers?
It is.
Which one?
Is it number 2? I would like it to be number 1, but
Are
number 2
you-
is the farthest away from us. So
Feel like you're cheating.
well, number 2 is the farthest away from where we are on the map.
Suspicious.
Suspicious. You don't know if it's number 2.
Is it number 3? Because number 3 is right next to us.
You don't know.
Who can say?
You just got to town.
But I want to say the phrase, I want to go to the boarding house.
You can say that.
I want to go to the boarding house.
Is there a
Okay.
tavern or anything around?
You guys have literally just got to town. You have no idea the answer to these
That's what
questions.
I'm asking Ace. Ace, do you know if there's a tavern?
I shall sniff the air so I can locate the
I
nearest.
was just gonna
You
say,
know
dwarf.
everything. You've been here before. Have you not been here before?
That way.
That's exactly what I pictured, was just a sniffing the air. Tavern. 225 meters to the south, 35 meters north.
Oh goodness. Okay, survival. Oh gosh.
There's a tavern over there.
It is a survival check for dwarves.
Yep. Fair.
Okay, really quick. I know I'm a horrible player, but remind me of the main purpose of coming north.
We're here on a guild patrol.
Yeah. Guard duty,
Okay.
essentially.
Are we supposed to guard this area then? Like,
Kinda. We're
The
supposed
city?
to find trouble and snuff it out.
So we are based out of this village town thing, but we patrol the surrounding area so that you don't have like encroaching monster camps nearby.
Got it.
Everybody that's in a guild has a patrol duty that they have to do, and I, being a very fastidious individual, volunteered us for the next one, which was this one,
Got it.
so that we
This
could
was
just
a
get
nice
it out of the way.
Delphar loves the country. You picked the right place, Ace.
well, I guess this town looks good. Amelia would like to look around. Like,
Okay.
get a
Yeah.
good description of the buildings that are in front of her, maybe the street, if there's people here, like who she sees in her immediate vicinity in her viewing area, what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a handful of peasantry walking about that are looking at you with curiosity. You imagine there's probably not a lot of visitors that come through this way, and definitely not a lot on foot. So you are unique to them. Across the way from you, there you see a number of small bushes, and behind there a corral filled with a variety of cows, sheep, and a horse or two. That would be right here. Just over here a little bit. This is what looks to be a shed. Over here is a building with a wide open patio on all three sides, and there's crates stacked up all over the place in different spots with some what appear to be some walkways set in. But crates and some pulleys and whatnot in the area. But other than that, the village is small. They're thatched huts. They're in good repair. The individual houses, and you do see a number of like canoes tied up or upside down next to houses. You see fishing nets out. Some tanning racks here and there from people who have went hunting and they're tanning animal hides. Small gardens. It's a standard village.
Are there any people?
Yeah. There's plenty of peasantry about.
So Amelia would like to pick somebody that looks like they could be friendly. Perhaps a lady.
Okay.
And she'd like to go up to them and ask them if there is. She'd just like to ask them some questions.
Yeah, there's a rather large lady peeling potatoes. Presumably,
So,
for a dinner.
okay, so Amelia will just like walk up to her all politely and stuff and say, "Hello, I'm new here to town. I'm a traveler. Is there an inn or a tavern nearby, or a place I can stay? I'm gonna be here a few days."
Oh, yeah, there's one. It's just follow this road. It curves around. You can't miss it.
Does it have a name out front or anything?
The end of the road.
The end of the road. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. And then Amelia starts to walk back to the group, but turns back to the lady, and then she says, "Do you like music?"
Always.
I play music. Maybe I'll come by and play something for you.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Great. I hope you have a good day. And then she turns back. All right, there's something, an inn or a tavern or something along this road, that lady said, in case you guys didn't hear. And then I asked her what the name of it was, and she said end of the road. So I don't know if she means the place is called the end of the road, or we just go to the end of the road. But she said we can't miss it.
A pretty ominous sounding tavern.
Yeah, or an inn. She didn't specify, but I figured we could maybe go there.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
head in that
thanks.
direction if you guys would like to. I mean,
Yeah,
I'd like
yeah.
to sit down and you know.
Would any of us know if there was guild assigned housing here?
Who all read the letter?
I did.
You expect me to read things I sign?
So yeah, Gio, Thelaphor is aware that there is guild assigned housing. That's the boarding house that Ace was referring to. When you're on guild business, they will provide you with guild housing. Lots of cities will have small boarding houses that are nothing more than barracks, where you're able to just get your guild in there and have a place to sleep. They don't expect you to spend a whole lot of time in the boarding house, but
Yeah. If you're looking for a free place to sleep, the guilds furnish us with a boarding house here in Althalos, but they're not going to be as nice or as fancy as the tavern, so...
Well, do we know where that one is? I would just
boarding
like
house?
to check it. Yeah, I would just like to, sit down, have a food.
Yeah. Why don't we
talk
go
to
get
some
some
locals?
food? Yeah, I think that's a good place to start, honestly.
Okay.
We've been on the road for a while, so we can take a load off for a minute.
All right, end of the road.
Although we've come to the end of the road,
oh gosh.
I can't let go. I don't think I can be anything other than a bard because I have to sing everything. I sing everything all the time in my real life.
That's hilarious. Good, keep moving yourself, Nags. Everybody else is standing around.
Wait, I'm zoomed out. Hold on.
Oh, wait.
Amelia runs somehow.
No, Jiminy Christmas, Nags.
Sprinted.
Starts hopping along. He gets to the corner where he's out of sight and just bails.
I can't even get my girl. Select move.
I heard Aim say, hang on, and I just booked.
Oh my god.
I legitimately can't even click on my token.
Oh, can you not?
No.
Oh, that's weird.
You're
I
on
can
the
do
select,
that.
right?
Yeah, I have the arrow selected and I selected move. I'm going to go to pan for a second. And then I'll go back to select move. And then I click on my girl. It doesn't let me do anything.
Come on, everyone.
Click on her and use your arrow keys. See if that'll work.
Eska's on the move. Eska, wait up.
Amelia's drunk as fuck. Just running over building tops. Some bad Pac-Man game happening right now.
Waka, 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 waka.
Wait, what'd we do with lady?
You guys absolutely ditched her.
We ditched her. Her guard can look after her.
I was gonna
Wait,
say,
where we
Well,
headed?
Laura's looking after her.
Which
none
way
of
do we
us have
go?
control of her token, do we?
Well, did we ask her directions?
They said to the end of this road.
I didn't say Amelia told us.
To the end of the road.
Right.
Yeah. Give a perception check.
Who, me?
Yeah, anyone who's looking for the
damn
end.
it. My roll. I got the J-Dog rolls tonight.
That's your second nat 1 on a perception, and you got like a 2 or a 3 earlier.
Yep.
Mhm.
I really ought to have something sneaking up on you guys. Yeah. Kurak and Thelaphor, you guys notice a sign, some signage out over here that identifies this building as the end of the road.
Oh, did we go the wrong way?
Hey, Eska, it's back here. And wait, who else is that? Zoom it
Ace.
out.
The helpful
Eska,
point.
Ace. Trying to wave you guys down.
What do the buildings look like that we are passing by?
Which one in particular? Because most of them just look like peasant houses.
Well, any that don't look like peasant houses.
Well, this one looks like a warehouse. This one looks like a longhouse of some sort. The rest look like peasant houses. This one looks like the back end of a stables.
And like all along the road from where we started.
Jis. So, are you trying to get something on this house because it has a number?
Well, any of the buildings that don't look like somebody's house, so that I can have reference for
Gotcha.
later on.
So this one doesn't look like it belongs. It doesn't look like a person's home. It looks like a place
Which
of
you already
business.
described.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
like
one
a
that
market or
has.
something.
Yeah. This house, the windows are all boarded up. The door has. It appears to have some traps established around it, like pretty obvious traps around it. But if you were to walk into the yard, you imagine if you weren't paying attention, you'd end up with a spear or something through your gut, judging by the way the traps are laid out at this house. This right here is a warehouse. Like I said, this looks like the back end of a stables, but you're not 100% sure. This looks like a longhouse of some sort. This down here is a business place because you had walked down this far. It is listed. You do see the signage out front. It's listed as Nigel's Niceties. And that is right here. This number 4. And then when you double back up there, these are all regular peasant houses. Number 8, you can see from a distance, but there's nothing that identifies it. It's a very large house with pillars in the front. Or I should clarify, it's a very large edifice with large pillars in the front that appear to be made of marble or something similar.
Fancy.
And obviously from where you're at, you can tell that there's elevation here, that the keep is above where you're at. And you can see the walls of the keep. You do not see anybody on them, but you do see the walls of the keep.
We didn't pass any like city guard or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's.
Tavern it is.
I'm gonna go in.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. It's a it's fairly warm tavern. It seems fairly inviting as you guys make your way inside. There's a bit more bustle than you would have expected, where you guys are only into mid-afternoon. It's not quite to the dinner rush, but there's only a few open tables. There's a dwarf standing behind the bar. You can tell it's a dwarf behind the bar, but it's a tall bar. So he's probably standing on top of something, but he's back there. And then there is a gnomish woman walking around as well, talking to people. She has a fairly brusque mannerism to herself, whereas the dwarf, though he seems quiet, he doesn't seem very vocal in the way he's talking to the people around him. He is attentive.
Let's order some food.
Okay.
I don't care about these people.
Wonderful. Yeah. they've got a standard fare, which is just soup with a piece of bread. Out of the community soup that they cook every day. That's a full meal from that would only be about 5 copper. If you want something else, I can whip up something else, but it'll take some time and cost a bit more money.
I'm cool with the something else option.
Yeah, same.
All right. Well, what you thinking of? What you fancying? We've got some meats. We've got some eggs. We've got some other meats. I think I might have some vegetables. I'd have to go looking.
I wouldn't mind some meats and vegetables.
All right.
What do you have for meats?
Sausage, chicken, pork, which I'm pretty sure is sausage, but I've never been quite clear on that. Some
Amelia
beef.
actually laughs.
And I think I even have some goat.
Oh, I haven't had any goat in a while. I'll take some goat, please.
He as you're talking, he turns and shouts, "Dads!
Holy crap.
You caught any deer?" And you hear, a little bit faintly, "Yeah! Oh, we've got some deer too. Fresh."
Oh, fresh. Oh, okay. I still would like some goat
All right.
with vegetables.
And for you, Master
Surprise
Rabbit.
me on the vegetables.
Surprise you on the vegetables.
Yeah,
It's always a
just whatever
surprise.
vegetables. Okay, good. Also some ale.
Oh, we've got that in droves.
Thank you.
What are
Big
you
cup?
feeling? Are you just looking for something to accompany your dinner, or are you looking to get messed up?
Amelia stops for a second. You see her think. She drums her fingers on the table. And she says, "Let's go all the way."
Well, I'm married, lass, but I'll get you something hard.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Amelia blushes a little bit.
And he looks at...
Huh?
Are we allowed to get messed up tonight? Mr. Guild Leader?
mean, I'm surprised you're asking, but let's keep the mess to a minimum. How about that?
That was the worst no I've ever heard.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Thanks, Kirk. And then Amelia, motions. Hopefully to Kirk to sit next to her.
But Eska, it wasn't a no.
You're right. What did
Amelia
you get, James?
I've some goat, I think. Goat and vegetables and ale. And I'd like Kirk to come sit next to me.
But you got the mess me up ale, right?
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah.
I'd like one of those. And then just a bunch of vegetables. He's kind of sizing you up, very awkwardly. Do you want a full size, or a U size? Say it. You're small. Do you want little person size, or do you want big person size? And he points at there's a half orc over at the table drinking, and he has a much larger mug than the halfling he's drinking with. No, the smaller one, thank you. Okay.
Out here looking for trouble, man.
I was just messing with him. I wasn't actually looking for trouble. Oh, and you, Mr. Turtle.
I'll just have a normal meal, thanks.
Excuse me, sir. It's turtle. They keep correcting me.
What the hell's a turtle?
It's what a turtle is, but we're not allowed to call them turtles.
Okay, now hold up. I'm confused.
When did that happen?
That rare? Are turtles that rare? Am I like an anomaly?
They're fairly
I was
rare,
under the
yes.
impression you were.
Hmm.
Oh,
I was under
okay.
the impression that Thelaphora has never
So,
seen a live one.
like, Althalos
Oh.
has nearly 1 million people living in it, and
Uh-huh.
you haven't met more than 1 or 2 other turtles.
Gotcha. Okay.
J-Dog, we covered this in episode 2.
Oh,
It's J-Dog.
I apologize.
You were actually here for this? Because
Yes.
Amelia didn't know either.
Yeah, sorry. I don't have a mind like a steel trap. So
You've already acclimated so well.
that's right. All right. Okay. Cool.
So, yeah, they don't like it when you call them turtles. He's a turtle.
A turtle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
Well, we're not to judge.
Yeah?
Mhm.
I am.
Okay.
Why? He looks at you, correct?
Correct is just like what? What's happening? I just like I said, I'm fine with just the normal meal. I'm not looking for anything special here.
All right. Who all else is there? I can't remember who all went to the bar together. Ace is there?
Yes.
He'll speak to you in Dwarven and ask what you want.
Nothing for me. I'm good.
He's confused. He's confused. Nothing? Not even an ale?
That sounds good. Give me 2 of whatever the strong version is for dwarves.
I gotcha. You guys don't understand, unless you speak Dwarven, you don't understand what's going on. You just see them speak back and forth, and then the dwarf barkeep kind of chuckles and nods. Lady Laura's there as well with her 2 attendants, and they order some food as well. I'm given to understand that's everybody?
Telephora?
Is not there.
Wait, like Telephora just disappeared?
Is legitimately not there with you.
Did he say he was staying back with what's-her-face, right?
Lady Laura is sitting at the table next to you
She's
guys.
sitting right next to us.
Well, right next to Kurek specifically.
To us, comrade.
Did anyone see Telephora leave?
No.
We have got to stop doing this. Holy crap. This is freaking stupid. Crack is like visibly pissed.
We keep losing
went
people.
shopping. Maybe
Sorry,
he
what
went to
happened?
check out. Maybe he went to check out the boarding house. He said the guild housing.
I mean, that's all well and good, but he needs to say something next time.
Amelia just shrugs. Hmm.
So those of you who ordered, just went for the soup, the meal there. He brings it back in short order with some beers that he's setting in front of you. He comes back with stronger drinks for the people who ordered stronger drinks, and he sets 2 drinks in front of Ace that are in metal. So all of your cups are either wood or clay, except for the 2 that he sets in front of Ace that are made of steel. And it's got like the cup itself has ridges along the edge of it that go down.
Hmm.
Can I have a cup like that?
I think that alcohol might kill you.
I don't mean what's in it, just the cup looks cool.
I just want the cup.
Sure. I guess. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. So polite.
So he comes back. He sets the cup in front of you,
So
picks up your small
when-
cup,
when
and
he-
dumps it in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only like an inch or two from the bottom.
Yeah.
And he walks off with the clay mug. Good.
When he walks away, I'm gonna take one finger and then slide one of the mugs in front of me, in front of Eska.
Oh, hold on. Let's see something. Let's see. Would I mean, Greg's not stupid, but let's see. Karak is gonna take his hand and basically put it between Eska and this giant mug of ale.
What?
What
are you doing?
Did you hear the barkeep? Did you hear the words that came out of his mouth concerning that ale?
No, what'd he say?
I'm fairly certain that he said he's pretty sure that would kill you. So
Remember when Ames asked what I wanted you guys to do at my funeral? Remember how I responded?
no, I don't.
So I'm just not gonna die. So that's the worst thing about this ale is that it'll kill me. I'm gonna be fine.
He did say it. I mean, it's
Oh,
coming through a
man.
journal. I don't know how he's going to pull it off, but it says in here he's not going to die.
Oh gosh.
I just want to try it.
Yeah, I know. All right, whatever.
Aha. I'm gonna take a sip of the strong ale.
Okay. Give me a
Does it kill
Constitution
me
check.
immediately?
Oh, look at
Kill
this
me
one.
immediately.
Okay. Well, it's a nat 20 because Strudelism gave it to you. So it burns, and you can tell it is hella potent. But it does not kill you. Now you took a sip, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Just clarifying.
Yeah, like, how big is it?
The mug? It's like
Yeah.
a pint.
Okay. Yeah, I took like 8 shots worth.
Okay, yeah. Definitely need that Constitution save.
Yeah. Another one?
Gosh.
All right. Make a Constitution save.
So I'm gonna grab it real quick before he goes to make his second drink.
That was really refreshing. Can I have that back?
So refreshing.
Yeah, it was so good.
That was the best.
Oh my gosh.
So I need to know
You just
whether or
take
not
it
you
away
got
from
the
me,
drink
like-
or not. Because I know he started to take the drink, and he declared the
Yeah.
drink and rolled the con check before anybody grabbed it. So I want to know. I just got to know.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
actually take the drink.
maybe
I'm
not
not
the full
stopping him
shot.
from taking the drink. I was gonna try to stop him before he took the drink.
Oh, okay, I took the drink.
Yeah, so if
But
he's
yeah.
just going for it, he's going for it.
Yeah, I just went for it.
Oh god.
Okay.
At best, he got like I only got half of the shot, but that's
I was gonna challenge you to a duel, but You're 2 drinks down.
Okay. You take 9 points of subdual damage.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay.
Please tell me he just passes out.
Wait, what's subdual damage? What's that different than? Is it different from other damage? This is a dumb question, I know.
It's theoretically not
Non-lethal.
lethal.
Okay.
Theoretically
So
not
hey-
lethal.
That's the
all I need to
important
hear.
marker right there. Is the theoretically not lethal.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, I'm assuming he has more than 9 hit points.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Now, there's something else to be concerned with this, but I'm not going to go into detail.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Because
Watch it play out.
none of you have had this drink before, and it's quite potent.
Well, mine's
Is it
not
gonna
the
get
dwarf
kicked out
version.
of the bar again?
Who here
Mine should be the
is?
dwarf version. I asked for the fuck me up version, but not the dwarf version.
Oh yeah, no, and you've got some strong drink.
Yeah.
Not. Let's mess up a dwarf in a single cup or two. Strong drink.
No, like, so I would imagine, like, how strong is Amelia's drink? Because she's gonna drink it very slowly.
Yeah, I mean, once you get about halfway, you'll have to make a con check, and then once you
Okay.
finish, you'll want to make a con check to see how it affects your body.
How? Okay.
So, Eska, are you up for a duel?
With the drinks, I feel like I just got kicked in the chest. I don't think I want that anymore.
There are 2 aces in front of you, by the way.
I don't want to duel either of them.
2 on 1,
the
not a
bar-
very fair fight.
The barkeep, when he came back, he dropped an empty cup, right? The steel mug, or was it full of regular ale?
It was empty, and then he took Eska's small cup and dumped it into the big cup.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's
Cool. So you're not up to, okay, no worries.
No,
It's
yeah.
okay if you're not up to it. I'm gonna reach for both of the mugs and kind of give him a shuffle and then pour one into the other and then set it in front of him, and it's okay. You can just, we'll do it later.
All right, give me a deception check.
Wait.
Deception or sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. And
For anyone that's not seeing double, is
oh
it
dear Lord, Eska,
'cause
you get to
Yeah.
roll a perception at disadvantage.
6.
Okay.
Oh,
He has handed you
Holy
your cup back. You are sure of it. This is the one that has your tiny beer in it. No question.
now? Oh my gosh!
I wasn't gonna immediately take a drink yet. I was gonna wait for my food to get here.
No, I know.
I will take a drink at some point in the night
Okay.
if anyone
Yeah.
would like to save me.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to save him is going to need to succeed on a perception check to beat the sleight of hand check. So
Okay,
if you're,
okay, I'm
and
gonna-
this is assuming you're actively on the lookout to protect one party member from another party member.
Well,
So I am not actively hiding what I'm doing from anyone but Eska.
okay.
So anyone else who's watching wouldn't, I personally don't think would have as hard of a time of noticing.
Okay, I'll reduce your roll a portion, and we'll see how people go. So Ames, you okay? Anybody else rolling? And that's everybody. So, as near as you can tell, he's just kind of messing with Eska, and he's put Eska's original beer in front of him.
Son of a nut.
Oh, 15 wasn't good enough. Jesus Christ.
Well, when your lowest stat gives you a +3.
Oh, I know. Like it's like cheating, but not cheating.
Oh goodness.
It's not long before your guys' food arrives. Those of you who ordered special food. Eska, you asked for a bunch of vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay. It is the most glorious plate of vegetables you've ever received. It's a heaping mound of veggies. There's some carrots. There's obviously like a lot of carrots, but there's also like celery and raw turnips and an onion. And you look at this and you are like, this is the best.
I'm so excited. Thank you.
Everybody else who looks at it, it is a bowl of raw veggies. And that's it.
Okay.
It's just a bowl of raw veggies.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, I mean, he likes vegetables, right? Like,
Yep.
I hope mine are cooked.
Yeah.
What vegetables do I have on my plate?
You got the goat, right?
Yeah.
So you've got some what seems to be some boiled cabbage with some grilled carrots and celery on the side.
Okay. So Amelia takes and quietly picks out the carrots from the rest of the cabbage and the
That's
celery.
right.
And pushes
Ames
the
hates
celery and the
carrots.
cabbage through. No, she hates green food.
Oh!
She won't eat anything that's green. So she pushes the carrots and away so that she can eat the carrot, and she starts eating the carrots. So she pushes the cabbage and the celery to the
So
side.
I should clarify, it is red cabbage.
Oh, it's red. So she'll eat
Yeah,
that then.
it's
So she
100%.
just
It
pushes the
is red
celery.
cabbage.
Yeah, she picks the celery out and pushes it to the side on her plate there. So starts eating.
Okay.
Eska, I tried.
I mean, I tried to.
Yeah.
I'm getting some messages on their way in.
I don't know what it's actually called. That's just what I'm
Yeah.
calling it.
Yeah.
for-
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. Kurak, you just ordered the soup, right?
Yep.
Yep. So you've just been chowing on your soup. You've been enjoying it. All right. Thelaphora.
Yep.
Where are you headed?
Town guardsman, that or just a random passerby asking, which way to. Who am I supposed to talk to? Who does the letter say to talk to?
Marshall Wilkins.
Okay, just asking for the marshal then.
Yeah. The person looks at you kind of weird and like, oh, he's up in the keep.
Thank you. Walk on.
Okay. As you approach the keep, the gates to the keep they're wide open. There's no guard. It's just they're sitting wide open. You can see a handful of what appear to be city guard, but dressed in more greens and browns. You could, if you have, well, I guess you have enough experience, you'd recognize them as they're technically part of the city guard guild, but they're more commonly referred to as border guard. And they are they will go out and they have little border guard keeps all over the place, and there'll be a handful in most moderate-sized cities, especially if they are a part of a trade hub supporting a larger city with a vibrant city guard guild. And so you see probably 4 guys just sitting around playing cards. They're all sitting on stools playing cards on a stump. Their weapons are carelessly tossed on the side next to them, laying on the ground. They are definitely not professionals at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But they are there. They're hanging out.
Hello, is Marshall Wilkins in?
Yeah, what do you need?
We're from Othalos. It's the guild patrol.
Oh, yeah, hey, go through the inner gate. He'll be in the big building.
Thank you.
They go back to playing cards. They don't even pay attention. Like, the one who talked to you only just barely looked at you. He didn't really pay much attention at all.
Just the way I like it.
So, yeah, you move through the inner gates. They are likewise just standing open. Though there is one guard here who is asleep on his halberd. So he's got his halberd on the ground. He's kind of leaning on it, and you can hear him snoring softly as you walk by. And unless you actively disturb him, you don't imagine this dude's moving.
I'm not gonna wake him up. The dude needs to sleep.
Yeah, obviously hard at work.
Yep.
As you approach the large round building there in the far back, it is a dark wooden door. It is the first door that's been shut since you've come in here.
All the doors are open, or okay. So, am I inside of the castle now at this point?
Yeah, I'll move your token. You would be about right here.
Oh, okay. So I'm in the inner gate.
Yeah, you've passed the inner gate. That's where the guard was sleeping. And there at the round building in the back is where you find the closed door.
Okay. Is there any other? Is it just the sleeping dude nearby
Yeah.
on the inner courtyard?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna gently, lightly, poke him on the shoulder. Excuse me, good sir.
What? Huh? Who
Hello.
are you?
I'm the guild patrol from Othalos.
The what from the where?
Could I ask you to take me to Marshall Wilson?
Yeah. Yeah, give me a second.
Thank you.
He kind of leans his halberd up against the wall and just rubs his face, kind of slaps himself once or twice. Grabs his halberd back. Yeah, come on this way. He walks up to that dark wooden door there at the circular building, kind of pushes it open, leans in. Marshall, there's a Ventra here. You hear a clattering of dishes as somebody is standing up from a table, and waddling into view around the corner is portly little monkey. He's wearing border guard clothing, but he is just he looks just like maybe a tall capuchin monkey. He's about 3 feet tall, and he has got a gut. I mean, like a gut. Okay, like putting an orangutan to shame kind of a gut. No shoes on. His clothes are clean. For the most part, they're clean. There's some crumbs and whatnot. But he kind of comes waddling around the corner, and he's got a small sword on his hip. Not much more than a dagger to a normal sized person, but for him, you imagine it's probably closer to a short sword. And he just looks at you. Yeah, Ventra!
Yeah, I'm an adventurer.
Well, good. What do you need?
uh. Oh, right. We're here for the Guild Patrol, the Guild Slayers of the Dead.
The Slayers of the who?
Dead?
The dead of the dead of the dead. He kind of waddles back around the corner and you hear papers shuffling. He's kind of pushing some papers around. And he comes back and he's got a letter that's obviously sealed. And he kind of looks at you, kind of side-eyed, turns so you can't see the letter. He's got it blocked by his shoulder, and he kind of pops the wax seal and opens it up. And he crumples it real quick. Okay, yes, yes, 6 months. Yes,
Yeah, I think. Do I remember?
it's 6 weeks.
Oh, 6 weeks.
You sure it's not months?
Weeks.
He
Yep.
uncrumples it and looks. Weeks. 6 weeks. Good. Yeah. Let me. He kind of. He sees the sleeping soldiers still kind of stand there, watching you guys, your interaction, and he calls over to him and he tells him to go get him the boarding house keys. And the guy kind of hops off on his own to go do it. And Marshall Wilkins, are you hungry?
Yeah, why not?
Come on in. And he waddles back over, climbs up a little stool, sits down on a chair. It is a person-sized chair, but he's got like a booster on it. That is, it's just kind of a plain wooden booster, but it's painted in a really nice green, and on the side of it, you see the border guard symbol. And he walks up his little stairs up onto the chair, sits down, and just starts grabbing some food. The table is a mess. The plates have been spilled, and there are like mashed potatoes tipped out. The food smells great, but nothing is really organized on the table. It's amazing that this guy is not absolutely filthy. But he offers for you to grab any food that you feel like. There's there's chicken. There are, like I said, some mashed potatoes. There's some baked potatoes. There are a variety of vegetables, including whole grilled onions, like an entire onion. They just took off the outermost part, grilled it, so it's like an entire, like apple-sized onion that's been grilled. There are some mushrooms that are stuffed with something that you're not entirely sure what they are. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's a variety.
You know what I'm taking?
The mushrooms.
The potatoes.
Oh,
and the
fair
mushrooms.
enough. Surprising. All right, yeah. You can absolutely grab whatever you want. And he's offering everything to you. Yes, if you're thirsty, there's another cup on the table that's tipped over on its side. But there's a spot where you can what's the word I'm looking for? A mini keg where you can grab something to drink, some wine. He tells you.
I'll have some wine.
Okay. It is delightful. It is very nice wine. Very smooth. Very tasty.
I am just like Thelafor is kind of in shock. He thinks Captain Marshall Wilkins might be related to fairies, but it's been a long time.
That's fair. But yeah, the Marshal. Go ahead.
Thelafor doesn't really mind the mess. His master's kind of the same way. When you have arms sticking out wherever, you just kind of put things wherever.
And that's kind of what happens with this guy. He'll reach out with a foot to grab something, or he'll have a hand, or he'll have both his hands, and he'll move stuff with his feet and bring something back to him with his feet. He uses all four of his limbs to feed himself. He never sets his ale down, or his wine, excuse me, never sets his mug of wine down. He's just kind of gorging himself.
Incredible. I actually feel really at home.
Yeah. It takes 15, almost 20 minutes before the other guard comes back with the keys. He's got him on a big old ring, like a big ring, like a like a frisbee sized metal ring, like comically large. And there's one key on that whole thing, and he's like, Delafora could get it all the way up around his thigh if you were to pull it up. Like, it is a massive metal ring holding this one key. And the one key is almost the size of a knife. It is huge. Like, this whole thing is just like somebody's pranking you. Like somebody's just like playing a joke on you.
I'll chuckle a little bit. Is like, did someone have problems misplacing the key?
No. It's pretty big.
It's a big board house?
Not really.
The locksmith was compensating for something?
I don't know. It was here before I was.
How long have you been here?
Oh, he starts counting on his fingers and toes. 11.
11 days?
I think more than that.
We'll go with months. Let's pick months.
I like that. Month sounds good.
Alright. Well, thank you for the key. I'm sure we'll come back probably tomorrow and get some information if you could give us some on the area and what particular things that might be pertinent to look into.
Oh, nothing much happens up here, but sure.
Well, that makes me glad to hear. No news is good news.
No news is the best news, and if you don't read the news, then there's no news.
Smart man.
I
And then
like to think so.
I'll grab the key and I'll thank you for the food.
He nods, and he continues eating as you walk out.
Heck yeah!
So yeah, you've got the key. As you're leaving, the guard that you pass, he stops. She's like, He kind of gives you directions to how to get to the boarding house because he assumes you're not from around here.
Yeah.
He tells you go out the front gate and just keep going. It's gonna curve around. It's gonna go all the way down, and then it's gonna start to curve again. And at the third, fourth, second, third, or fourth corner
Second?
to the right is where you'll find it.
Second, third, or fourth corner to the right.
Second.
Oh, second, third, or fourth.
Which one feels the best?
Are you asking him?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
He literally said second, third, or fourth. I love
Second
it.
one.
Alright, that's the first one we'll try.
No, the second one.
The second one is the first one we'll try. Which is the third one you mentioned.
You can see his brain is really trying to catch up. Yes. Maybe.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good to have you.
Good to have you too. I'll walk out.
All right. Go ahead and direct yourself to where you think you're going.
Am I halfway done my beer yet? Or my
Yeah, go ahead and give me a con check. You're feeling it, but you're not dying.
Okay.
I have also taken a regular sized drink of mine.
All right, give me a con check at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Holy Jeebus.
No.
Before you're finished drinking, you vomit. You vomit bad back up into the cup, and you completely black
no.
out and hit the ground. Um,
Oof.
Did that get on the table?
it got everywhere. Who's sitting next to him?
I had put myself on the other side of Kuruk, I hope. I
That
hope
was
the hell I was on the other side of Kuruk.
most likely Ace is going to be sitting directly next to Eska.
Okay, and who else? There's probably a person on either side.
It probably would have been me or Lady What's-Her-Face.
Okay.
Would I be sitting next to Ace? I would not be sitting next to Ace.
No, but you might
Do
be
you
on
want
the
to
other
touch his
side.
ears?
So I would probably be next to Eska. God damn it!
All right, give
So
me
I would
dex
be sitting
saves,
on the
both
other
of you.
side Eska. We got what? We got vomited on?
Dexterity saves.
Oh, why is my dex so low? Please be enough. Please be enough.
Ooh.
Oh, I hope he turns
Okay.
towards Ace and just lets rip.
All right, let me check something on Eska's character sheet.
Does it say how far he vomits as a bunny?
No. You are able to dodge it, Ames, but Ace,
Oh,
you are
thank
not.
Christ.
So I am not attempting to dodge. I'm just going to sit there as he is, just all over.
Oh. Amelia pushes her chair back as fast as possible, and like it goes flying. But manages to not get hit, and stands there with her arms in the air, looking triumphant, and is wondering if she's a little dizzy because she stood up so fast. She's not sure.
Did I take
Probably a bit.
17 points of damage.
No, that was all con damage, so you are gone from the world right now.
Oh, okay.
I didn't fall over though, did I?
No, you did not.
Okay.
You were able to. You're
Okay.
not quite drunk enough that I think you need a dex check to stay standing.
Okay, good. All right, good. So Ames has her hands in the air triumphantly because she didn't manage to dodge the vomit, but does not want to go back near the table.
Most of the food is now tainted by vomit or alcohol, vomit propelled alcohol.
Yeah.
So the table is fairly gross. Kurak and Lady Laura and her handmaid and Knight are able to dodge fairly easily. They're far enough away, but it is splashing all over.
Another bar we've been kicked out of. Good work, everyone.
But who said we're kicked out of this one?
So
In real life, all the bars I've thrown up in, I've gotten kicked out of.
Also, you're unconscious. So
Yeah. After Eska is done just projectiling all over the table and then just passes out, I'm gonna grab him before he falls over, pick him up, and just walk out the front door.
So
Beautiful.
Amelia, with her arms in the air, still looks over to the barkeeper, the dwarf, and kind of waves at him with both hands and said, "Can you send somebody over here? My rabbit friend was unable to withstand this alcohol. We need assistance."
You can see he's swearing, he's muttering, he's cranky, and he sends over a small, a young dwarfish individual, who has a bucket and mop, and he sets it down next to the table. He looks at you. Let me know if you need more. And then walks away.
Wait a minute. No, wait. No. This is not for me. There's been a mistake. Can come back, please? Come back? Look, person? Bucket boy, hello?
What do you need?
I would like you to clean this up because if I clean it up, there's just going to be more vomit.
Mm-hmm. That's not my job. You made the mess. You clean it up.
I didn't make the mess. I
Well-
successfully dodged out of the way of the mess.
Then I suggest you take it up with the mess maker.
You're the only one here. Obviously, you made the mess.
He points over at the wall,
Kirk's still here.
you see a sign near the front door, that very clearly says, "Clean up your own vomit."
Ames just looks at Kirk. And then he looks at Lady Alora, or she looks at Lady Alora. And she just looks defeated and goes and sits at another table. But has the mop in her hand.
What's everybody else doing?
Oh, J-Dog's muted.
Being alive.
Being not dead.
Mhm.
So Ace is looking for somebody who can give him directions to the boarding house. Assuming the letter that we had coming here actually said boarding house and not something else.
It told you that you'd be staying in the boarding house and to report to a Marshall Wilkins.
Oh, you should go to Marshall Wilkins. Oh no, J-Dog left.
Rip.
We lost the J-Dog.
Now we won't know what Kurek and Lady Alora are doing while they got vomited near.
And then abandoned.
Yeah, I'm still in the bar. Or the whatever it is, the inn, tavern thing. I'm at a different table now.
So I will make way to the boarding house first.
Okay, you step outside, and there's Thelaphora. He's just walking down the street, and you almost run into him. Thelaphora, Ace is carrying a very much lifeless-looking Eska under one arm. Or are you carrying him under your arm, or are you just like holding onto his clothes and carrying him like a satchel?
I am carrying him like a fragile little baby chihuahua.
Oh, okay. He is lovingly carrying his rabbit folk friend as he comes out.
Which is just so happens to be the same place that he got most of the vomit on me.
Do you mind getting vomit in your fur? No, I don't. I deal with it.
Yep.
What happened to Eska?
He challenged me to a duel, and this is what happens.
Can I take a look at him real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
That's not what happened.
What's the diagnosis, doctor?
He is actually at severe risk of dying. He's not breathing. His body temperature has plummeted. And when you look at the fleshy bits on his skin, it is blue. It's turning blue. You don't think he's getting air. And he is dying.
Christ, Ace! What'd you do to him?
You just took a drink of my drink.
All right.
He's tranquilized up like a Lexodonta africana.
Yeah, you're able to quickly clear his airway, get him breathing again, clear the mucus and the vomit that was lodged in his airway and his nostrils, and he's now breathing. It's ragged and shallow. He's going to require monitoring, and it'll probably be a few days before he's actually mobile again, properly mobile. And with alcohol poisoning at this level, you're not entirely certain you're never entirely certain how a person's body will react coming out of this, so you don't know if there's any lasting damage.
Oh, we gotta get to the boardhouse right away. I've already met with Wilkins. Here's the keys.
He hands you a comically large set of keys. Eska could use it as a hula hoop easily.
Well, guess what we're doing in 3 days?
Alright, and then, where's everyone else? Actually, doesn't matter. Let's get Eska there first. We'll come back and find them.
They should be cleaning up his mess in the... I tried to leave before it just dripped off of me onto everything else.
I'm already walking.
Okay, real quick, we'll back up while you guys start moving. So, what you missed, Kurek, is Eska took a full swig of the devil's anus and died. And has since been brought back by Thelaphora and a nat 20 on a medicine check. But in the process of dying from the devil's anus, he vomited everywhere. It is on all facets of the table. It got all over Ace, nearly got on Ames, who then proceeded to stand up and ask the barkeep to bring her to come clean it. He sent somebody with cleaning supplies to give to her, and then the person left. She demanded they clean it. He pointed to a clearly marked sign that says, "You clean your own vomit," and left her to it. So she then left the table with you, Alora, and her two, her handmaiden guard, at the table in shock.
And I'm sitting at a different table, all forlorn. But puke free currently.
Oh my gosh.
It's a disaster.
J-Dog, not correct. J-Dog hates always having to be the mother effing mom of every effing D&D group that I have ever played with. Ever. Every one of them.
Why do you
J-Dog.
make characters that have that personality, J-Dog?
I don't, but if no one does, then nothing happens.
I'm just
and I
sitting at another
freaking
table.
hate it.
Amelia's just sitting at another table right there being all pouty. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could probably get her to help somehow if you, like, coerced her.
J-Dog, just have your characters get drunk first. And then we have to carry you around.
Oh my gosh.
Perhaps, I know who I would ask to do it if I was Lady Alora, but...
Okay.
J-Dog, what would Kirk do?
Well,
Amelia's sitting at another table, close by, with the mop, pouting, essentially.
wait, sitting with a mop at a
With-
different table?
Yep, she took
Yeah,
the mop with her.
Yeah, I just went and sat at a nearby table because I'm pouting. There's puke on this table. I didn't get to finish my drink. I didn't get to finish my food. I didn't get vomited on, and now I have to clean up somebody else's puke, or somebody has to clean up somebody else's puke. So, her celebratory, oh my god, I dodged out of the way, turned into like somebody has to clean this mess up, and it's dwarf ale that came out of a rabbit. And
Oh,
she's not drunk enough for this shit, so she's sitting at a different table right now, close by.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. This is what Karak would do. Karak would just, Lady Alora, if I can have you and your two attendants come over here, and would basically just direct them over to Ames. He would then grab the mop from Ames and proceed to start cleaning. And
And
then
Amelia,
this is probably This is honestly probably one of the last things that Kurak participates in today. Like, that's like the end of his patience for the day.
Oh, because people kept running off and stuff.
Because everyone's just running all over the place.
One person's drunk at least.
What? Yeah, and he literally tried to keep Eska from doing what just happened, and yeah, and so like literally, Kurek is just like, I'm going to clean this, and this is it. I'm gonna go find a room, and I'm done.
So how easy, like, how can Amelia read Kurek very well? Because I mean, she's usually pretty good at judging a room, sort of, when her perception's decent. Like, is she gonna,
I
will
would
she
like
know his
you.
mood right now?
I would allow you to make an insight, but because of how
Okay.
pouty and self-focused she is right now, you
Disadvantage?
definitely are making it a disadvantage.
Okay.
I mean, Kurak seems like he's just, he's doing Kurak things. He's happy to help.
Okay. All right.
Doesn't bother him to help you guys.
Okay. I know what Peace Tabs would do. I can't. Amelia's selfish right now. So she's gonna order a glass of ale, but a small glass. Barkeep, can I have a very small, gentle, for babies, ale, please?
No.
Why not?
More drunk.
He points
no?
to the table.
It's being cleaned up. It wasn't me, and it's being cleaned up, and
And
I
then
have money.
Points to the sign. No.
Okay, it's being cleaned up, and I have money. Is there anything I can do to convince you otherwise? I just would like some water then. I didn't get to finish my drink. It got vomited on.
No.
Hello?
You can start to see some of the other locals are kind of starting to chuckle a little bit at their tables.
What if, sir, what if? How about this? I'm a performer. What if I play a number of songs here in your building for completely free? Well, not really free. In exchange for a very small beverage, I will play 5-6 songs. And I do have people here that can vouch for the quality of my work and of my performances.
Okay, give me a perception check real quick.
Damn it! Why am I rolling so badly tonight? I got the J-Dog rolls.
You did.
Dude, I've rolled 2 nat ones.
He kind of looks at you. He looks around at the rest of the people there. Looks back at you. No.
Can I pay double for the ale?
Sure. You won't get any.
No, I mean, give me another ale and then I will pay double for it.
No. There's still a mess. You clean up your mess.
It wasn't my mess!
How really quick, the ale that Ames had on the other table,
I was sitting right next to him.
Is it just like entirely covered?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Kurak is gonna pick up that ale and walk it over to Ames and set it on the table. There you go.
It has vomit near it, and she pushes it across the table rather roughly. Maybe it falls over. Does it fall over?
Roll a luck check.
What's luck again?
4DF.
Okay, yeah. Roll 4D. I'm writing that on a sticky, by the way, so that I can remember.
Ooh.
It does not tip. It almost
Nice.
tips, but it does not tip.
Good. Thank Helder that that happens, because now I don't have to clean up that mess. And then Ames very grumpily, because she's pissed off that she wants another drink and he won't give her one, goes over to angrily help Kurek so that it goes faster, just so she can get another drink. But she's pissed.
Oh gosh.
It's a good thing Kurek's not angry. Otherwise, having both of you angry would just be terrible.
Yeah, it might be
Be
a bad thing
horrible.
later. I'm hoping everybody can tell she's mad. She's not hiding it. She's cursing a little bit.
Yeah?
She's
Hey,
calling people names under her breath.
Kurek, give me an insight check.
Oh boy. I like where this is going.
You can get the general vibe of the room and how people are viewing this interaction.
Mm-hmm.
It is not favorable to your party. People are looking at you like you're the long-suffering mother who deals with obnoxious children. People are looking at Ames as the obnoxious child who needs to
Wow,
be.
I'm not even the one that fucking puked on anything.
Who needs to I mean, spanked and put in a corner, basically.
Oh, hell yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, wait, that was so loud. Whoopsie, over the mic.
Oh gosh. Okay, so where did everyone else go?
You don't
S
see
and
Lady
Ace.
Alora or her two attendants. They are not
Okay.
in the room. Eska and Ace are gone. You don't know where Thelaphora is. Ace left with Eska immediately after it happened. And so right now, the only people from the party are you and Ames, as far as you can tell, in the building.
All right.
We're cleaning up vomit.
Yep. And you said that Amelia is like obviously like outwardly upset and everything, right?
She's angry, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's under her breath. She's not like yelling, but she's under her breath, like
Yeah.
saying not so pleasant things.
Absolutely pouting.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right.
She's angry face.
Okay.
Like pouty face, you know.
Okay. Correction is gonna say, Amelia, go find the others. Make sure the bunny is okay. Find the mushroom lover and the dwarf, and just stay out of trouble. Find us a room for the night. I'll clean this. If you really want your ale, you can come back later today for it. But just go.
All right. Good, she says, and she throws the rag on the table and turns on her heel, and with her nose in the air, stomps out of the room. Out of the thing. So now she's here.
Gosh.
She has no idea, by the way, because she didn't read the friggin' letter. So,
Okay. We're going to cut back to Ace and Thelaphora, who will be gone from that location by the time you come out. But Thelaphora and Ace need to determine where they're going.
Bellaphora and Ace decided to take him directly to the boarding house, get him set up so Bellaphora could treat him.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, Thelaphora, walk where you're walking.
Alright, we're walking back up here. And then we're going down here to the second one. Number 2. Does this look like the right place?
Yeah, it looks. I mean, it's a locked up building. It's got nothing, no lights or anything on the inside. There's
The
a.
keyhole comically large enough to fit a knife key.
Yeah, actually. Now the key itself. When I say it's comically large, it's like long, right? It's not like a massive key. Like we're not talking like Kingdom Hearts Keyblade key. Like
Yeah.
it's like a 7 to 10 inch long piece of metal with a bunch of ridges on it.
Alright, I'm gonna try the key.
Okay, yeah. You push the key in. It doesn't move at first. Do you want to give it some force pushing it?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not that strong enough to break a key.
That's fair. That's fair. Hopefully,
why
there's
you're
not a dead
trying it,
birdie in this
not
one.
me.
So,
It doesn't appear to turn. Is that what you said?
it does
Sorry.
not turn, but as you push it in, you feel movement on the other side, and the door, like you push it all the way in. And as soon as like it's like a pair size of like brass knuckles. Like you get your whole hand in this key. You push it in. As soon as you get all the way to the end, the door just kind of swings open.
Alright, does it look like a board house on the inside?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Then we're headed in. Dropping Eska on a bed, and we're gonna get to more drastic forms of treatment.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you get them laid down, and you can start. Long-term treatment. So we'll be able to. We'll allow that nat 20 just to continue here. Moving forward. I'm not gonna make you roll another one. You're in a position to be able to take care of him and keep him alive. He is stabilizing. His breathing is still ragged, but it's coming back to normal. He's definitely not waking up, and you can tell, as a professional, you can tell he is not waking up anytime soon.
Alright, I'm sending my crow out to find my companions.
Okay.
So, you're good. You got him.
Yeah.
Okay. Ace turns around and walks off.
Still got all that puke on him.
An abiotic component of himself probably won't hurt Eska.
No, Ace still has all of Eska's puke on him, I think is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't lick your fingers.
Oh, gross.
Why would you say that, Gio? God damn you.
My message, Bill.
I did.
Okay.
I'm going to allow you to go ahead and do that, though.
Yep. And that's where I'm going.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token. I think by the time you're getting back and you walk back through the door is about the time Ames is stomping out of the door. So Ames, you and Ace almost collide as Ace is on his way back into the building.
Oh. Ace. Jeez. What? You scared me. Where's Eska?
Madam, and I just keep walking.
Wait. Where's Eska?
Okay.
Ames has no patience for that, so she yells at him, and she just walks. She just walks this way.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you go past her. Kurak is in there, still trying to clean up the table. He's still working on the floor. The table itself is pretty trash still. There's a rag sitting in the vomit, soaking it up. But
is he holding the mop? The mop?
He is holding the mop as he's working on the floor.
I walk up to him. I'm just gonna grab the mop, take it away from him, and
Kurak is gonna do everything he can to not let him take the mop away.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And when Kurak sees him, he's just gonna be like, Get out. I just told Amelia to go find you. Just go.
My mess. My clean.
Whatever. And he'll say, "Okay, do you know where everyone else is?
Yep.
Can
Take a
you
right. Go straight. Take a right. I will give him proper directions to the boarding house.
I was gonna say, I'm looking at this take a right, go straight, take a right, and I'm like, that sure
Yeah.
as shooting ain't gonna get him there.
that gets me to the piers?"
Uh, yeah, you can give him directions. You can walk him through it.
Okay.
My brain translated my right, not to the
Yeah.
map right.
The
Yeah.
directional right,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Did you happen to see Lady Alora anywhere on your way here?
No.
All right, great. Well, I'll leave you to it. I'm out of here. And I'm gonna go, and immediately coming out, I'm gonna look and see if I can see Amelia anywhere.
She is not. She has stomped off since Ace didn't respond to her.
Okay.
But I said ma'am.
I didn't even hear that. I don't know if Ames heard that.
I did. I heard that, but
Okay, where are you headed,
Um,
Kurak?
so I'm gonna start making my way back towards. I'm gonna follow the directions that Ace gave me to wherever he was directing me to, and I'm gonna start going that way and just keeping an eye out for Lady Alora or for Ames. I mean, or for, well, did sorry, I probably missed this while I was gone, but did Delafora show back up at the bar? Is that what happened?
You did not
Nope.
see him, no.
Okay, then I'm gonna be looking for him as well. I'm gonna make my way to where Ace told me to go, but the whole time I'm gonna be looking for all of those people.
Okay. Before you
Well,
start
so-
moving your token, I want to know, Ames, where are you going?
She doesn't know where she's going. She's gonna just kind of head in this direction over here like this, so she's probably about here by now.
Okay. And we'll say that's probably about where you're at. We'll move you down a little bit. If
I was
you,
gonna say also remember when Ace left, he left with Eska, but came back without him.
That's true. That is a good point. All right, so you can give me a quick perception check, Kurak. No worries. You're finding your path back to where you think the boarding station is pretty easy. You see some spots of vomit on the ground. You're like, yep, I'm on the right path,
All right.
and you're able to easily make your way to the boarding house. You don't see Ames or Lady Laura or any of her people along the way.
Sweet. Okay. Well, I'm trying to track down. I guess Eska, because that's the only person that I'm assuming is here.
Okay, and you're going to the boarding house. Is that what I understand?
Like I said, I don't know if Ace told me they're at the boarding house and then gave me directions, or if he was just like, "Hey, they're here," and gave me directions. But either way, I'm going to where he told me,
Okay.
gave me directions to,
We'll just move
and
you on
looking
down
for
there.
him.
You're able to find your way inside, and you see you get there, and the door is still open. Thelaphora is in there working with Eska. He's got Eska out of his armor, is in a bed, taking care of him.
Okay. Delafora, how is this going?
How is this going? What happened?
this guy just is convinced that he's just not gonna die, and so he had some ale of or something that Ace requested. I've no idea what it was, but all I know is the barkeep told the bunny here that if he drinks it, it could probably kill him. And you know what? Here we are. So
That was an astute observation.
I I mean, I tried. I did what I could.
Well, I think I have him in a place right now. The real thing is gonna be in 4 to 5 days once we get the. Yeah. Go find everyone else. Just. Yeah.
Have you seen anyone? Like I just obviously Amelia's not here, but she stormed out. I told her to go look for everyone, and so yeah, I have no idea where she is. I'm
I
glad
haven't
that
seen
you're
anyone
here.
except for Ace. I've already checked in with the city marshal, so we're good to stay here.
Okay.
But I really need to focus.
All right. I'll leave you to it. Be back in a bit. And correct will return to the streets to wander.
Yonder do he wander.
Mm-hmm. Um. Oh, actually, he'll turn around really quick and say, "Is your I guess do you have your crow with you?"
I don't know.
Didn't you
Honestly,
just send your crow out?
You sent your crow out. It is not returned.
no.
Okay. Can you try and send it to communicate anything that it finds to me? I don't know how. Maybe write a note, something. If it finds someone.
Maybe it's not super likely. It's just looking for people right now. It'll come back here.
Okay. Yeah. No, and that's fine. I'm saying after he returns back, if you can just try and report what he finds to me, that'd be awesome.
We'll see how much time I get.
Yep. You're good. Thanks. And now he's out wandering.
Okay. Good.
I was just gonna say he'll be listening for music, as just hoping that she's gone somewhere and is playing music. So just
So Amelia's wandering around, so she's in this little alleyway between, I guess, or little road between these houses. Can she look around?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what does she see? I'd like to investigate. Do I do investigations?
Sure.
What do I do?
Yeah. If you were, what are you looking for? Like, what are you trying to find out?
I just want to see if there's people here. I am assuming these might all be peasant houses, but like I want to know what they're doing. If there are people, is there anything that seems out of the ordinary for the time of day? Are people like there's other people on the street? Is she alone in the street? Is there something like peeking out of the windows or something? Is there? I'd like to know too if there's like, I guess, any obstacles on the road, like on the path that she's in.
No, nothing outside of the normal.
Okay.
There might be some, a tree branch or a pile of leaves here or there. There might be children's toys. It is kind of a more of a back alley than a regular thoroughfare, but it's a regular village.
Okay. So she's just gonna keep walking this way. And, like slip between the houses, so she's like here-ish.
Okay.
And she keeps walking.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't know what you were going for.
No, she's not going in any of that house because you already said that was creepy and she knows it's creepy. But what she might do is go and investigate over here a little bit.
Okay.
Not going in anything, but looking around where the crates are and stuff.
Yeah, Geo, give me a perception check for your bird at advantage.
I was just gonna give luck check. There you go. Easy peasy.
Perfect. Yeah. So Ames, as you're walking along, you're in the road back here still. Thelafora's bird comes and lands on your shoulder.
Oh. What's your bird's name? Do I know? Ames would know by now. What's your bird's name?
Enki.
Hanky. Oh, hi,
Anki.
Hanky. Anki.
Enki.
Oh, why? Okay, why is your name the way it is? Anki,
Because it's
listen.
named after a mushroom.
Oh, okay. Do you know that you're named after a mushroom? You probably know you're named after a mushroom. I'm talking to a bird who knows things. Hello, Anki. How are you? Hello.
And he's not technically a bird. He looks like a bird.
She doesn't know the difference. Don't tell her that. She'll get creeped all out. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman. All right, so Anki's here. So then what? Are you trying to tell me something, boy? Did Timmy fall down the well?
Anki squawks at you.
Okay.
Hops off of you and flies over this direction a little bit before he lands on the ground and looks at you.
Oh, Amelia knows to follow, so she's gonna follow.
Okay. He will slowly lead you because he flies faster than you walk. He'll slowly lead you this direction. And if you're going to follow him religiously, he'll lead you all the way to the boarding house.
Yeah, she's gonna. She knows to follow him because he came and landed on her and stuff. Hopefully that's the right bird, but she recognizes him, so.
Yeah, and Kurak, you and Kurak.
One day there might be the wrong bird, you know what I mean? And
I think that'd be hilarious, and that's
bird.
such a good idea. It's going to happen.
Yeah, shapeshifter bird or mimic bird or something.
I love it.
Jeez.
I am here for that idea.
Yeah, the bad guy when you bring Panda in. He happens to have a bird that
beautiful.
Yeah, that would be scary. Oh my god.
I was planning on having I was gonna have Panda on this session, and I'm really glad I didn't.
No, he can't. He's at a concert this session.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah. But yeah, so you are able to find your way back. Kurak, you are walking around the streets looking, and here you hear Anki squawking, and then you see Anki and Ames on their way down the streets heading towards the boarding house, and you're able to meet up with them and head back to the boarding house. Ace, it takes you probably a good 20-30 minutes to get this cleaned up properly, but you're able to get the mess cleaned up. What's that?
I spent extra time like polishing the table and like cleaning off the dishes that were there and like making it cleaner than it was beforehand.
Okay.
And then before I leave, I'll drop a gold piece on the counter for the bartender.
He'll thank you. He'll have what you've now identified as one of his children come grab the bucket and stuff from you and take it out back. He says, "You're welcome to drink here whenever you want now." He points at the wall again. As long as you clean your mess, it's okay by me.
Appreciate it. Ace is also still covered in vomit.
Yes, I do recall.
So, and he'll leave.
Okay.
I will go to the boarding house. I was taking my time cleaning it. I wasn't trying to rush to get to the house back, but whenever I get there, I get there.
Okay. Cool. The rest of you are at the boarding house. After a while, Ace will return and join you.
Do we have
in
our
the
own
boarding
rooms?
House. No, it's a barracks.
I don't get private lady quarters?
No, it's a barracks.
I have sanctioned off the back of the longhouse, put up a curtain that is for medical area.
And Amelia.
Nope.
and half elves named Amelia, right?
Nope.
and birds.
Birds, yeah, and geese alive.
Birds. You know, birds. Birds. I. All right, so Amelia would just like to claim a bed as hers by sitting on it and glaring.
Okay. She can
Is
sit and
this
glare.
like an open barracks?
What's that?
Is it like an open barracks?
Yes. There is a there's a dresser next to each bed and a footlocker at the foot of each bed. There is a separate room where there is a place for food. And then there is a separate room where you can run some water. It is cold water, but there is a piped water that'll pipe in from the lake into a bath that is large enough to fit probably 15 people. It's a obviously it's a communal bath. Again, it is not heated.
Well, I'm looking to see if I have spells of heat water. Trust me, I've got all sorts of lights. That sucks. I only have things that light up. God damn it. Why can't I be useful?
Zook could do it.
Yeah,
Well-
I need Zook.
We can boil water and then throw it in.
You're not here. Ace isn't here yet. Is Ace here to tell
Oh
us
yeah,
this?
yeah, he is.
Yeah. We're all
Actually,
here.
I don't even. Okay, I
Well-
don't even know if I'm in character for this yet.
So Ace is sitting next to Eska's bed.
Oh, gotcha.
Where's Lady Honora or Alora and her people gonna stay? Are they staying with us in the boarding house? We don't know where
You
they are
guys
right now,
have
do we?
no idea where they are.
Okay.
It's
Amelia
not
asks the
Delacore's
question.
prerogative to keep track of them.
No, it's not. But Amelia looks at Kuruk and says, "What about Lady Alora? Where's she staying? Where did she go?"
That's a fantastic question. I probably should find her.
She
At
was
least
kidnapped.
just- Wait, what?
That's our luck today.
Okay, so you're not actually saying that happened. You're just okay.
No,
got
I
it.
did not see that happen, but if you can't find her, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And you guys
Yeah.
say I'm crazy.
I mean, like I said, I would feel more comfortable knowing where she's at. So, what time is it? What time of day is it?
It's
Okay.
definitely it's dark.
It's dark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Ace stands up and walks back out the front door.
Stop doing that. Correct yells after Ace as he proceeds to walk out. And then I'll once again turn around. Thelphora, if we're not back in, I don't know, a half an hour, if you can send your friend out, that would be awesome. Thanks. And he'll leave. And definitely trying to make sure that he doesn't lose sight of Ace.
So right out front, Ace is stretching. Like, bending over, like stretching his hammies. And
Yeah. Listen, it looks, I mean, I might be wrong here, but it looks like you're about to take off running. I would really appreciate if you didn't do that. Not,
cover more ground that way.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But, now correct me if I'm wrong, but we can reasonably walk from end to end of this city in like 15 minutes, maybe not even that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not that big of a town here. And I'd rather we've had enough of not knowing where the others are, and so It would just be better to not split up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Amelia's gonna kind of speak loudly past the curtain. Val, he still has puke all over him.
It's an abiotic component of him. He's fine.
Can we not wash it off? It's pretty smelly.
I mean, moving him isn't the best bet if you want to get a wet rag.
Yeah, I'll do that. So Amelia finds some rag from somewhere. I would assume in where the water is and wets it.
There's no linens or anything here.
No, where do I have linens though? Where do we get linens from? I must have something. So she's gonna take her shirt then, I guess. She's got a spare shirt in her little bag.
Okay.
So takes her shirt, she gets it all wet in that other room, and then she brings it back into where Thel is, and I guess how can I wash him? Like, can I touch him wherever? Like, is he injured? And she kind of pokes a little bit at his arm.
Be gentle. Just wipe him down.
Okay. You can't tell him I'm doing this.
Okay.
Okay.
Enki, get me the cryohemostat.
And Amelia just kind of like starts wiping the fur gently, almost nicely, like kindly. Like if somebody saw her, she'd be really embarrassed.
Thel is definitely not somebody.
No, well, he's not paying attention because he's healing and stuff, and he's busy.
And he never pays attention.
Exactly. So Amelia, with great care, is washing the vomit off of Eska with her shirt that she got out of her bag.
Is it a rich shirt?
No, it's just a plain, normal, common shirt. It's just her spare shirt.
Gotcha. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, that'll take you a while to clean them up, but you get it done eventually. Kurak and Ace, where are you guys headed first?
I mean, Ace, unless you've got any ideas, I think I was just gonna back at the tavern there and just see if anyone happened to see them.
Walk the perimeter road on the outside, work your way in.
All right, that's fine. Let's do that.
This way.
Which way is this way?
He hasn't moved his token.
Nope. So, pointing to the north.
You're talking to this.
So
this is the
this way
path
is
that
north. Yep.
J-Dog
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna do that. Once we get to there, we'll turn left. But we're looking to make sure that there hasn't been any commotion at the gates or the towers.
Okay. I like it. As you guys go ahead and give me some perceptions.
How many perceptions would you like?
One each.
Almost crushed it.
I'd say that's still a crushed it. Nope.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's adequate. It's adequate at this point.
Highly mediocre.
So it's sad when a 23 gets trounced. There is nothing outside of the ordinary that you guys can see.
Okay.
So we're gonna walk the line. Like that.
Okay.
And all the way back to where we came in. checking for any taverns along the way.
Okay. There's only the one.
That place has rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called the End of the Road Inn.
Okay, gotcha. I, for some reason, just didn't hear that, and I thought it was just a bar. So if she's already there and already has a room in there, then that's fine. I won't go in and check unless Kirak, you want to go check?
I mean, yeah, I have no way of knowing if she's got a room there or not. Like,
She did not get a
right.
room while you guys were all together, so you do not know if she has a room there or not.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not sure if she's got a room here or not, but I mean, we can at least check and see. So,
I will keep an eye out here if you want to go ask the bartender.
sure thing. Sounds good. So go ahead and head in.
Okay. Same bartender when you left.
I'll just give him a little like smirk of a grin and wave at him and yep, I'm back. I'm looking for a friend of mine. She I guess there was her and her two companions. I'm just trying to see if she is staying here tonight. I lost track of her in the commotion earlier.
Oh, aye, she's here. She asked for a room
Oh,
when the commotion happened. I gave her a room. She ducked away.
okay. Fantastic. Well, if you can do you leave messages for people or can I just go talk to her?
She didn't give instruction on whether or not to give away her information, but I have a policy. You can leave a note if she or one of her people come down. I'll send it up.
All right, sounds great. And Karak will just leave a note saying where we're at, and let her know that we will plan on meeting them here for breakfast in the morning.
Okay, yeah. He's okay.
All right, well, thank you very much. Sorry for the commotion. Have a good night.
Kind of chuckles as you leave. Goes back to doing what he was doing.
All righty. All right, Ace. Well, it sounds like they've got a room here. I wasn't able to talk to her, but left a note for her. Told her that we just meet her here in the morning for breakfast, so we can go meet back up with the gang.
So, okay.
Okay. You guys will both be back to the barracks. And I
Um,
know. Well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say on the way back from here, Karak would just kind of be looking around, seeing what kind of shops and whatnot were in the area. Just
There's a
that's
there's a few spots that you think might be look like a public marketplace might open up, but there's not really shops.
okay.
Down at building number 4, as I told you, you guys saw that's labeled as Nigel's Niceties. That looks like a shop. Looks like a kind of a catch-all general store.
Okay. All right.
So, I know it's a little earlier than normal. We even started a little bit late. I am feeling a little bit sick to my stomach right now, so we are going to call it here for the evening. So yeah,
It's from the vomit. I promise you. It's all the vomit talk tonight.
I know, right? No,
Uh-huh.
it. I haven't been feeling well in my stomach for a good chunk of the day. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
now starting to get worse. Like it's not like I'm like very sick, but it's definitely upset. I
You
ate
have to
something.
poop.
No, I don't actually, because I went and did that before stream.
Oh, okay.
So, though it wouldn't surprise me, right? Because with my job, I don't get to go to the restroom when I need it. I get to go when it's available, right? I can't just leave my kids.
You can't? Oh, my teachers used to.
No,
But I'm old.
this particular group would destroy everything.
Oh, gotcha.
Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh gosh, that's
Well-
still my favorite meme I've read recently. Is English teacher talking to her students. All right, guys, we're gonna start our Lord of the Flies unit. She walks out the door, shuts it, click, and I'm like,
Oh,
that is
would
the
be so good.
hands-on experiment.
Yeah. Well, I've had headaches all week, so I'm not surprised.
That's
A bunch
fair.
of my people that I talk to are not feeling the greatest this week.
It's the 5G. It's really kicking in
Yeah,
now that
it's
I have
got
my
to us.
vaccine.
Yep. They're like, oh, we need a certain percentage of people to be sick every year. Okay, now that you guys are on the vax, we can just
We can
fast
just
track
make that
it to you
happen.
through
Yep.
the internet.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Through the radio towers or whatever.
okay. So yeah, we are gonna end it here for the night. I want to thank Fuzzles for the raid. I want to thank Papa Wick for the host. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Once again, shout out to all my players. I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. I am not feeling great. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel that I go through every time. But everybody here is fantastic. P-Stabs, NagsRL, and J-Dog all stream. You're a bastard, Nags.
Just reject it. Contos,
Yep.
just refund us points
I
and say no
don't.
you.
Why wasn't the
Yeah.
geometry teacher at school? Because she sprained her ankle.
Oh dear Lord, why? You could have just ended it. Like,
Oh, I say that every day. Every time I wake up, oh dear Lord, why? You could have just ended it.
wow, that's dark. This took a turn.
Yeah.
Also-
Holy
also-
crap.
Poor J Dog doesn't exist. Good work, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know
Thank
why
you.
that.
It was probably on a timer, and I just did it too quickly.
That's probably fair.
It's all good.
So yeah, I'm gonna take off. This will be uploaded likely by tomorrow. So if you missed anything, you want to make sure you catch it. Go on over to YouTube. Username Contos19D 19D.
Oh.
And you'll be able to catch up on any of the streams. This is episode 13. It's going to be up there. All 12 of the other episodes are already up there as well, all on one playlist, start to finish. You can just go watch it. I will upload this as probably start at tonight, and it'll probably be ready sometime tomorrow, depending on how bad my internet is. We will not be starting on time next week.
Okay.
We'll likely start a half hour to an hour late. My oldest has a choir concert I'm going to be at. And so I'm going to go watch as she gets her... she's got some solos in this concert. So
Oh, very cool.
I'm very excited to go watch that.
Yeah.
So I will not be streaming on time next Friday. I still plan to stream where we will pick up and see if Eska dies. So it'll be wonderful.
At least his fur will be clean if he does.
That's fair. That's fair. Easier to light on fire in a funeral pyre.
Yeah.
So
Really ain't
And
so
then
bad.
you know he's gonna tell. I'm gonna tell him that he said he wasn't gonna die and he lied to us, right? Like.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's very fair. So, all right, guys.
Also, imagine there's gonna be danger next episode.
Probably, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So,
Can't be.
Not the mortal kind, just another encounter with alcohol.
golly, man, y'all are just trying to kill yourselves.